Got my coffee. Ooh, just adjusting things. Excuse me. Well, we get stuff set up here. I'm not sure where I want to start out. There's so much to get into. La, 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 la. Where do I want to start? Hello, Dan. Hi, Kate. So, since Kate's here, let's start with a little clip from Munching and Chatting stream I caught early this morning. With Bitter Tea squawking and screeching about, hey, Lucy, about me talking about her and her warnings to keep her name out of her or my mouth. She's not so subtle. Now, this clip that I'm going to show had me laughing, simply because you could tell Annie had wanted nothing to do with this shit. Nothing. And I have to give kudos to her for trying to deflect and successfully doing so. Everybody should have a party. So let me get that set up here. I should have done that before I went live. Share screen, share audio. I have to do that first now because I always forget. So let's just do it, then we can talk. I got my coffee. Let's go.
Talking about the video I did earlier today.
No. I don't know. I got a screenshot. Somebody sent me a screenshot of you over at Cynthia saying, I just want to do it to get all her subscribers.
It's coming up.
Which I do. Of course I'm going to gain subscribers.
Annie, I'm blocked at Cynthia's, honey. She's blocked me a long time ago.
Oh.
That woman blocked me the moment that I think after Adam had me up on panel talking about mental illness.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was like, why?
I was going to say,
I mean, it's true. Of course I want something. I want support. I want to make something out of it. It ain't a lie.
I was going to say at the video that if you thought I was talking about you earlier today in that Kathy C video, Annie.
Well, there we go. I am a big meanie and I'm a big truth twister and I'm evil and I'm just, oh my God, I'm so many things. I was wondering what that was about. Video last night, she mentioned him seeing Kate. Yeah, I know. Even Kate got kind of a weird call out thread. What was going on there? Because I'm only showing about 7 minutes of Munching and Chatting's video there, just where my name is concerned. But I know she's upset with you. She's upset with Pink. Hi, Shelly. I'm not sure what the heck was going on there. Oh God, oh God, oh gosh. Come on. Why aren't you working? Oh my goodness. Because I had the wrong one up.
You ought to know who I was talking about.
Oh. There she is. Who is it? Oh, ready? Your dog's going nuts in there.
She blocked me on Instagram and everywhere. I was blocked. So that's not
Nobody cares.
me over there.
You know, it's mosquito park. Amanda, I know
She's very good at the outdoors.
if we're ever stuck outdoors, I want Amanda around. I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere.
Here's this woman trying to enjoy her party.
If it don't say the real Sims addict, then it's not me.
Okay.
Huh?
And if it does say that, if it don't say the real Sims addict, then it's not me. And if it does say that, Cynthia Beaumont's got me blocked.
Ew, no, that's cool. No, she wouldn't do that.
She's pissed. Adam is hanging out with. Oh, Cynthia, take a seat. I've been friends with Adam way before Bitchu came along. No,
Then why are you talking about it?
because she made a video.
And they're talking about it?
Yeah,
Why do they always have to bring her up? Why don't they talk
because they know I get triggered.
about it? Just ignore it. Tell them to change the subject. That's what
Is that what you were upset about, Annie? Honey, I'm blocked by Cynthia Beaumont.
I'm sure you're blocked under that account, but we know you have many, many more.
talking food. You know, for what? On YouTube. What to this?
What's that?
It's an app on your phone, and she's on live like the people.
Hi, Gail.
They're talking to each other. And she
Oh no, B, I'm not camping. I'm actually just having we're all just hanging out with my neighbors and
And YouTube has somebody that's there. I think it's YouTube's on there.
yeah, I get paid from Google.
Oh, she gets picked from
Google pays me.
and basically she talks to people and gossips a lot.
I just have a lot of drama.
We're live.
Drama.
Right now, like, wait, you can do anything on
Yeah.
basically show her.
Yeah.
Show her.
Oh, absolutely. Hang on.
Where are you at, Bert? See, this is it. I'm on a live stream. I'm talking to people. Yeah.
That's sort of cool.
Yeah, and you get paid for it. I'm a small channel. I only have a little. I don't even know. I know I'm over 3,000.
So this it's like it comes out the quickest and it's curved like this. So you just can go like this if somebody attacks you.
Look, I'm biting my thing off again.
Out of your pocket, and then it's curved.
Did she do it again, Lucy?
I wasn't gonna get it.
All right, I couldn't hear. What did you guys say?
Nobody cares.
Can you hear me,
Hi,
Annie?
Hey, Shelly, if I forgot to say hi, I can't remember. I'm old.
I'm not being rude, you guys. I apologize. But yeah.
There you go.
Oh, goodness.
Hi.
I apologize.
Hi.
I thought it was a new comment. I'm like, why is
Okay,
Alana talking about it? Even though she's
Let me
right.
stop.
You're in line, girl. You're in line.
Okay. So
As
what?
near as I can figure out, okay, Bitter Tea has had all kinds of little victims here lately, and I can't tell if she's going around sucking up to people and then turning around and stabbing them and then sucking up to them. I can't figure her
Yeah,
out.
that's what she does. That's what she does.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Sadly, that's true. But when I looked in at Annie's, they were in there, and she kept saying that Cynthia has me blocked. Well, the live that Cynthia just did, I've got screenshots of her in the chat, so she wasn't blocked. So I don't know why she kept saying that, and I'm not sure how I got drug into that part of it. But she was, Annie was saying something I'm not really sure about. Alana, she was right, but she was upset about it. I don't know. I didn't have any idea really what she was talking about. But Alana peeked in, and so she was getting upset about something, and all I did was put in, because I haven't typed in Annie's in forever, and you
Right.
can't get in a word in edgewise with Alana anywhere else. So I thought, okay, well, I'm
yeah.
just going to pop in and say something. I know. And I just went in. All I said was, shut up. I told her to
Yeah,
shut
I saw
up.
that.
Right. And so then she was off and running, and MT, it was hilarious. MT was saying it over and over and over. You're not blocked. Cynthia doesn't have you blocked. You're not blocked. But she kept going on and on about her being blocked. And then Annie said something else, and then when she got on panel with her, she was, well, I thought you were upset with me about that Kathy video I did. I'm like, that wasn't it at all. I don't know what she was upset about. She was, she never really
Right.
said. But but then again, I just told her, I said, just stop lying. And so she evidently, as usual, confused the entire conversation. I'm just getting in a little stir in the pot there because, I can't say
Oh,
anything
of
anywhere
course.
else because she's got me blocked everywhere else. So I'm just going to have my little 2 cents in and I was going to leave. Well, apparently she must have thought I'm the one that claimed that she was lying about Cynthia blocking her. I could care less who Cynthia blocks. I don't watch Cynthia, so I don't really know. But I did
Yeah,
go
neither
back
do
and
I.
watch, and she clearly was in the chat. So she was not blocked, which I think is so funny. And then so all of a sudden they're telling me, hey, you've got this video with munching and chatting and your name in it again. I'm like, oh my God, now what I do? All I did was tell her to shut up and stop lying. So I went and looked, and she's calling out these screenshots proving that she's not blocked. But
Oh, I know.
she's showing Adam's channel, so that confused me even more. Well, I didn't think Adam had her blocked because I think she mods for him. I think she's one of those patrons. I don't really know. But so the whole thing was just confusing to me. I was just calling her out as a general lying statement. So
And
I don't
and
know.
of course, and then watching her call out to you and Annie, she's absolutely hysterical. She's shouting into the. Did you see that?
She did, and it's so funny. I mean, one minute, she likes
Yeah.
you, the next minute she doesn't. So
Right.
who knows to follow her? I just have no clue. But I was just going to get my little 2 cents in to say, hey, sit down, shut
Yeah.
up, you're a liar.
Well,
but
yeah,
so
because if she blocks everybody that
oh yeah,
has a
yeah,
dissenting opinion. So you
oh
have
yeah,
to
oh
find an outlet. I did.
oh yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been blocked by her for I don't know, months, months and months
Oh,
and months, which I do think it's actually a blessing. Sometimes it's like, yes, good for you. Just sit on your hands, Kate. Just sit on your hands. It's all
yeah.
good. So, but I just was like, after I went back and watched some of the stuff hindsight, I'm like, wait a minute, how did I even get, stuck in? I wasn't saying she was lying about that. I was just calling her a liar in general. So there was
Yeah.
multitasking there. So,
Well, this is
oh no.
Lucy Lou says so. She screen recorded herself leaving a comment. She said, uh, "There is only 13 comments. I'll leave my comment and refresh. Look, there's only still 13 comments. That means I'm blocked." So,
Exactly. And it's just like, really? Oh
why
my
do you
gosh.
feel the need to prove? That's always the forerunner of a liar is when they over explain something.
Right.
See, instead of just saying, I think she's blocked me and leaving it at that, people might
Right.
be inclined to believe you.
Right.
But she
Right.
kind of just goes a little bit further, and we all end up rolling our eyes around. Okay.
Oh no. I know. I mean, one word out of her mouth is, I'm not bashing, it's my opinion. But yeah, and she brought up Candy the other night too. And I'm like, girl, she's not even been around. She got no business, Bitter Tea, bringing her up at all.
Yeah,
She hasn't been anywhere. I've
exactly.
seen her behind the scenes a little bit, but she's busy. She's doing life, so she doesn't have time to play around. So,
Yeah,
I see her in Discord from time to time and say hi. And she's focusing on some of her true crime stuff, which is what she was really interested in to change over to. So, but I find it very comical that, she's going around to all these people that she's had feuds with for a year. and still can't get over it. And because they're, polite and complacent and just kind of nod and smile and wave, boys, just smile and wave when they see her, but I just want to, when she sits there and says, "Oh, I'm not crazy or anything," it's just I just want to go, "But Blanche, you are crazy, you are." So, I mean, good
I know.
Lord.
And her flopping around trying to get, they've forgiven me, they've forgiven me. Um, okay, what's that got to do with me?
Exactly. Yes. And it's their live streams. They can do whatever they want. They can have
Exactly.
whoever they want. And I do, and this goes for a couple of people on YouTube that I know, and I'm just not going to say any names or anything, but
No, that's
it's
okay.
much easier just to kind of pat them on the head and give them a little ass pat from time to time instead of being on the business end of the stick with them. So,
Exactly.
and I know that she's the same way. But she's all about making these amends. I want to change. We all know that Mr. Bitterteen never lost his job.
Yeah.
He's still there to this day. And because and she says she took this vacation. Well, you know what? If he had lost his job, you don't get a vacation right away if you change jobs. But the story changes constantly. So if
Yes.
she wants to go around and make amends, she needs to go and recant what she did to Candy and say, "You know what, YouTube, I screwed up. Give this woman her channel back because, I was having my mental issues at the time." But,
Yes.
she wants to go around and beg forgiveness from everybody else except the real true person that she did make a victim, and that was Candy.
It was absolutely. Um, I just lost my train of thought when the phone started ringing. But you cannot change what you do not acknowledge. So every
Exactly.
time she goes and starts saying, I've changed, and I'm going, okay, then you need to go and make apologies and reparations to the people you've hurt.
Exactly.
And, mhm.
And that's
and
part of the 12-step program anywhere that I know of.
there you
And she
go.
keeps
Yeah.
stressing that now she's medicated, she's better, I'm okay now, I'm medicated. Well, then that's fine. Go back to the people that you truly have hurt. Because you know what? Candy only ever did react. That's all she ever did. If
Yeah.
we got attacked, we reacted. And so she goes on and on to this day saying, well, it's my opinion. I can have an opinion and I can react when somebody attacks me. Well, that's what we were doing too. And, but no, that wasn't okay.
Because I'm not allowed to have an opinion on her content.
Exactly.
But she likes to go and comment on Peanuts. She just did that, saying she disagrees with Peanut regarding Yaba. But I don't think Sweet or Bitter Tea knows anything about their history and why
Probably
there
not.
is. No, because then if you did and you were there like I was and like many others, you understand why Peanut is the way she is about Yaba. And I know she can be entertaining, Yaba I'm referring to, but Yaba has a shady ass past regarding Negs, regarding doxing Negs, about his deceased child. There is a whole bunch of fuckery surrounding that woman. And I know there's a bunch of new subscribers and new people that don't know the past of Yaba. Like she stole her YouTube channel name from Negs, the YouTube Underground. It was Negs, and she took it and
Right.
used it. Yeah, and that's how he became Negative Nation. But there's just so much that people don't know, and like you, I don't
Well,
know.
yeah,
It's
and that happens a lot. A lot of
yeah,
people, when they go into a live stream or a creator stream, a lot does go on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about. Just some of the regular people wouldn't know that, but the people that have been around the longest know kind of what happens behind the scenes with stuff.
yeah.
So, but it's just at this point, all it can be is just comical, you know. because I'm, every time I see something, and I really don't understand, is if, bless her heart, she cannot comprehend or follow more than one conversation, or she goes off track, or she really wants to believe the stuff that she twists to be true. Maybe that's, I just don't know. But, it's just, it is. There's, if you don't look at it as comical these days, that you would stand around and pull your hair out. Because I just,
Well, I
she
stopped
inserts
doing
herself,
that.
inserts herself constantly.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the video isn't up. It's probably rendering or whatever it does before it pops up again. But she was giving advice to Queen of Spade. I think she calls herself Queenie now. Like one mental health sufferer to another. Well, Queen of Spade is on a whole different level of crazy than Alana. Her mentals are, I don't know. Poor Negs even gave up.
No.
Oh yeah. He's just saying I can't handle this shit. RSN, a few other people. Somebody will tell me in the chat there who I'm missing, but a lot of shines no candle to this one. This one, oh.
Wow, that's kind of frightening thought.
It is. She accuses everybody of being child predators, rapists. She says every community she invades, and then she turns on quite quickly. She'll accuse them of trying to exploit her child. It is weird and creepy. She initially, I think, started out as an MLM channel, anti-MLM. And just a whole bunch of crazy. That woman should be locked up. She likes to dox. She's a real doxer, that one. So,
well, then I have a feeling she's probably not going to appreciate the constructive criticism given by the bitter tea.
No. I'm just waiting for Queenie to turn around and look, and I'm going.
I'm sorry. I am always very happy to take a front seat to karma. So hey,
exactly. And I bumped into Queen of Spade on MT's live actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we had words. You'd have to ask him if she's still hanging around, because I distanced myself from all that stuff. So,
and actually, I don't really talk to him, so I really wouldn't know.
No, I'm sure he would have said something, but he likes to collect the middle-aged damaged women around him.
That's true.
Yeah. So
that is very true, and I mean, again, it's hey. It is what it is, and
it is what it is. I'll just leave it at that.
And that's probably the best way, I think. So, yikes! But oh wow! I just saw what Lucy said. Whew.
Oh, I got to catch up with what everybody's saying here. Hang on, let's find it. Let me roll back here. Every once in a while, I'll go to T's live stream and leave a comment to see if I'm still blocked. And I was surprised yesterday to see she had blocked me. Oh! Devil's Reject says, can Candy not come back? I saw Shani, the Antichrist, was on another channel.
And Kathy, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I was going to answer that question to Dan.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Dan, she could come back. She's ready to come back. I know she would like to come back. She wanted to focus on doing some other stuff. And hang on a second.
Yeah. So when she'll make her come back when she's able to do it.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm coughing. I'm trying not to cough in everybody's ear. Goodness, when'd you get that tickle? But she's afraid, and we just talked about this very last week. She's got a target on her still. I mean, if she were to come back, it would be bitter tea right there to take her out again.
Yes.
So she just wants to come back and do her own thing and have some fun and do whatever, but you know for now she can't do that. So
No,
you know
because what's her name will be
yep, waiting
scenting mud
like
in the
a
air, and
hyena.
yeah,
Yep. So and I told her, I said, well, we're just going to have to wait because like I said, if she wants to make amends and and be a member of society now that she's medicated, that would sure be a really good start, is to go on back.
sure
And
would.
she doesn't have to tell anybody. She could just go back to YouTube because she made false reports to the police.
Oh, yes, yes,
And
yes.
then, all she would have to do is recontact YouTube and go, look, hey, yeah, I overreacted, whatever. It's not like that's the first time somebody's ever overreacted. And let the poor woman have her channel back.
Yeah,
You know?
and apologize. A public apology would be nice, but I doubt if she would do it. But
No. I would just be happy with, having the Candy get her channel back, because what she did to Candy really was dirty.
it was,
And I
it's
get it.
unforgivable.
Everybody says that no, they don't take it, your channel away for no reason. Well, when you falsify and give them false information, they sure probably do.
Yeah,
So, but that's because that's exactly what happens. So, it just, like I said, we never, you know, as long as I've known Candy, and because Candy and I have not always got along. A lot of people may not know that unless they've known me for a long time. Like I said, Candy and I have had a checkered history, and we kind of, I don't know, she kind of had my back at that time when and we all started kind of making amends a little bit, because everybody jokes around about the pretzel community. It was different communities, that we all visited and we all had a good time at. We all had a good
I
time at
got I got
Amy's.
that impression. Yeah,
Yeah, we
that
did.
you
We
all
had a good
kind of
time.
just sort of intertwined, and
Right.
and
We
yeah,
were.
yeah,
We really were. And, so that one time that, and I had known who Alana was, and I never really messed with her. I just, hey, okay, that's who she is. I've seen her at other places, and she wasn't my cup of tea, so I just let it go. But when she started on with certain things, it was just like, well, wait a minute, and when she was doing that live about Red that time, that's when she kept saying, I've got proof it is. I got proof that fake Candy's Red. Well, no, it wasn't. And that's when I went on her panel that day just to have a conversation with her about that. And I thought I was pretty nice. Candy was in the chat that day. And when I said, link me and I'll come up on your panel, Candy was like, oh, oh no, because she knows, exactly, if you get the other end of Kate Waxover, it's not going to be a happy event, because I am one of those women that I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. I don't need to come in on a fake account or a troll or do whatever. I'm going to tell you straight up, right to you. And so, and it gets me in trouble in my real life too, because I'm like that in my real life. So,
yeah.
some people appreciate it and some people don't, and that's fine. But so Candy kind of had my back that day, and I appreciated that from her. And, somebody approached us, and actually it was Diz, God rest her soul. I miss her. And she asked, she made a Discord for Candy at her request, because some other people were wanting to get in touch with Candy and talk. And this was before anything. She still had all her channels and everything was fine. But, there were certain people that wanted to talk to Candy, and, so Diz made the Discord, got Candy in the Discord. We were all in there. Some other people were there. It was not a huge, people think Discords, I'm in one Discord that has over 400 people.
Right.
And that's a little much for me. They're old friends, so I stay and I go in and visit from time to time, and I go in and torment from time to time, because that's what I do. But these other Discords that I'm in very few, and they have 10 people in them. So that's just a close knit little thing. It's not anything that is a big deal.
Right.
And people think, Discord is evil and stuff. Well, that's fine. Some people want to think that. That's fine. But I can come in Discord. I am a goof. I will tell everybody that right now. I am the biggest goofball. I will come in and meme you to death. You know, I'll come in with my goofy, funny memes and make people laugh and just do whatever. And I'll post pictures of my kittens and, all that other stuff and my fish. And Dan, if you're still listening, I used to raise piranha. So we will have to talk about that
Ooh.
someday. Yeah, it was a lot. People used to look at me and go, "What?" Like the
That's
greatest
what I'm
of
doing,
teeth. I'm like,
Marla.
"Yes, yes," and I would actually stick my hands in the tank to do what I needed to do. So they were very misunderstood fish, and we'll have a chat about that one day. But so that's kind of how we all kind of got together with Candy, and I formed a little bit of a new respect for Candy because she didn't have to have my back that day, but she did.
Right.
And I appreciated that. And she, like I said, I'm not a big channel. I do a couple candle videos from time to time, and that is what it is. And it's been years and years since I've gone and done a live. I probably forgot how at this point.
Well, I've
But
got
so
somebody in the waiting room here saying they're Candy. You're not going to
interesting.
send me corn, are you?
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, if they're bad, just hang up on them.
Yep. Hi.
It's really me. It's really me.
Oh, it is. Hey, sweetheart. How are you? How are you?
I'm good.
We
I'm so
miss
happy to
you.
see you here. Hey, Dan, if you're still here, Candy's here.
I
Yes.
had to come on because Dan was asking where I was. So
Yeah.
come on.
Good. I'm glad you did. And I was just, I don't know if you've been listening or not, dear, but I've just been kind of telling folks that, it would be nice for you to come back. We would love for you to come back. You wanted to do your true crime stuff.
Hey, girl.
And really it could be nice if, Miss Bitter Tea really did want to turn into a sweet tea and a decent person, that she would take back some of the stuff that she's pulled. She's gone around to other communities and said, hey, I apologize, and they've appreciated it. But the biggest thing that she could do that would make everybody happy would be to give you your channel back because you deserve it.
Absolutely.
The thing is with her, if she doesn't know how to word it, like how would she go and do that? She could
I
be
don't
like,
know, honey. She took it.
Alana, if you're listening, listen, bitch.
Yes.
I'll tell you how to do it. See that you didn't know I had mental illness, and my mental illness was different than your mental illness. So what you did was you just fucked me up because I had mental illness and you didn't know, so you misjudged me. Do it that way.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's
So yeah,
It's
so if
crazy.
you're listening, that would be the biggest step to mend the entire communities back together.
Did you all
So,
see that Alana has a troll? I wonder who it is.
oh no, I haven't been around so much the last few days just because I've not been feeling all that great, and I've had an in-law having an issue.
She's blamed
What
me
was the
and
name
you.
again, Pink Blush or Lucy of Alana's troll?
Wait, what?
Alana has a troll account. No, somebody's trolling Alana.
It was
I can't remember.
hilarious. And she blamed me and Kate, and she didn't blame you, Kathy, but she blamed me and Kate, and I don't know who else was blamed.
Oh, good Lord. I barely have time to tie my shoes, people. I don't have time to. And like I said, because I was telling Kathy earlier, if I'm going to say something to you, I'm going to say it to you on my own account. I'm not going to come in under some. And besides, the couple little alt accounts I have, I'll out myself right now. They have my versions. You've seen one in here yourself, Kathy. It just says Kate Hart Candles.
Yeah.
And
So
then I
I
have
don't
another
have
one
another
that's just
account.
Kate.
Wait a minute. So what Alana does is she makes other channels of her channel to make it look like it's a troll?
No, this is a troll, a true somebody with her name in the title. It was pretty funny. It was on Nake's stream a couple of nights ago. Alana's
last brain cell. I think that's
Alana's
what it
last brain
was.
cell.
I saw a screenshot of that, and I'm sorry. I apologize. God forgive me. I laughed.
She has a troll that was typing everything that she was typing, and she was trying to explain it to Negs, and Negs didn't know what the fuck she was like. Okay.
Oh no, really? Oh, that's crazy.
Yes,
Wow.
it was weird. Like it was
That is
funnier than
weird.
shit because
That's what
Alana's like, "Hey, Megs, I'm getting 2 typings on my thing," and Megs just kind of looked at. He saw the question because he just turned his head and went like, "Whatever."
No, I know. But Pink Blush has reminded me that somebody was mooing at her in the chat on the
Oh my
existing
god.
announcement. It was pretty funny.
Well, and I agree with Pink because there's a lot of people on here, and I don't care who it is. They troll themselves. I all sit there and pretend to be, all these innocent girls. Oh, I never troll myself. Angie's one. I know she does. Stop. Because Red used to tell all kinds of crap. He was a tattletale too, and yes, and I know she did too, and I know I heard Pink that Alana trolls herself as well. Because
Yeah.
actually, the Alana Morris account that's in here right now, it's too coherent probably to be her, but I heard it was her. That was her account.
Well,
So
she
But
busted
she's using
herself
a
last
comma.
night. Did you see she busted herself last night? She put that video up and then it showed all of her accounts.
okay, yeah, no,
Yes, yes, yes.
that's oh, it did. Yes,
Yeah.
I heard about that. I did hear about that, Candy. Yes. But no, yeah, that isn't her because there's a punctuation problem with it that I recognize. So no, I don't think that is her. And that's then again, no. So
So
you can moo all you want.
why is she
No,
mad at you, Kathy?
Alana's lost brain cell, new grammar and sentence structure. So we know it wasn't bitter tea.
Right, right,
Yeah.
Well,
So
why is
right.
she mad, Kathy? Why is she mad at you? Like, why is she going after you now?
because I won't let her get away with her BS. Um,
Right.
yeah. So she goes around and starts making up all these lies, and and I'm following her. Pink Blush is kind enough to archive all her fuckery. So is Ham Planet. So she knows we got the receipts. Like we're not
Right.
faking. We have
Oh,
the receipts.
exactly. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I've got a screenshot of her in that live stream that Cynthia Beaumont did the other day. And
Hmm.
I think it's still up. You can go through and look at it yourself. She's right in the chat. So how can she be blocked if she's in the chat? So come on,
That was
no.
so funny that she was trying to prove that point that she couldn't be seen on Cynthia's, but she went to Adam's and fucking typed and it said, "Look, it should be 14," and then 14 popped
Yeah.
up and then she deleted it. I was like, "Oh god."
And well, I was trying to figure out the video because I was getting ready. And I'm sorry, people that know me really well know that, I roll up with the streets. I have, people love to think that I sit here all day and do nothing but YouTube. Sometimes my husband wonders because he's like, damn, what did you get done today? I'm like, hey, it was a day. But, I've got sick pets, sick mother-in-law, a sick me. So I'm working on it. But no, I actually have stuff to do. So it is what it is. But, I go to bed by 11, and that used to just irritate me so bad because some people would go to, want to do these crazy live streams in the middle of the freaking night and then delete it right away. So come on,
I
people.
know.
If you're going to do it and you're going to have the balls to say it, leave it up.
I know.
Don't be a pussy bitch and take it down. Leave it up for everybody to see. But they won't because then they're afraid. Then they know they're stupid asses and they won't leave it up. So
Yeah.
don't even go there. People, leave the stream up. Don't be a pussy. Come
Everybody
on.
needs an archivist. Hi, Ham. Long time no
Yeah,
see.
Planet.
How you doing, Ham Planet?
And we miss him.
Oh, you got a lot to catch up on, sweetie.
You're lucky nobody's figured out that I'm on this panel yet.
That's
We're
true.
waiting. You know who's going to have a fit, an absolute fuck shit fit. Pardon my French.
She's been talking about me and I haven't been around. I haven't said anything. I haven't gone in anybody's room and said anything to her. So why is she coming after me now?
I don't know, Candy. I brought that up earlier myself, honey, because you haven't. That's what I was just telling everybody. I said, I've said Heidi in Discord. We've been talking about some of the true crime stuff that you've been doing. And that's really been it. You haven't been in a live stream. Hell, I'm hardly ever in a live. This is the live stream I go to. And again, I will always be there too, Kathy, because for one, I like you and appreciate you,
Oh,
but
thanks.
I will also be there to make sure that the receipts are played with Miss Bitter Tea. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
So I will always be there too. Until it's resolved with Candy, then I will always be the front row seat. And, we have a joke around that says, we have a little gal named Mans that always runs for the extra chairs for the standing room only for the fools. Well, in this case, I told her, I said, honey, don't forget the chairs, but be sure one's electric.
Yeah. Oh, look, MT's here.
I don't think
That's
that's not
true.
I know,
No.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Because
Well, in theory, sorry, MT, but you have more troll accounts than I think the biggest troll on the internet. So don't go there, sweetheart.
You
We
know
all
what,
know.
Mukbang, if you're listening or if you do hear me, just to let you know, you don't have charisma with anybody but me.
That's true.
He doesn't.
I
He
agree with
goes on
that.
people's channel and he's Mr. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. With me, he fucking full on has a debate with me about people, like yelling and screaming. Like he'll never have that chemistry with anybody else ever, ever.
I bet he
Actually,
misses
remember
you.
your Cynthia debate, Candy? That was pretty classic. You know what?
Wait, what?
Your Cynthia debate with MT.
Oh my God, that was a headache. He kept saying, I didn't like her, and he was like, but I kind of like her now. I'm like, oh my God, that just went on and on for like hours and hours. And he's yelling at me and I'm yelling at him. And then he goes, well, I see your point. But then he starts saying how good she is and stuff, but he hates her, but he doesn't. And oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And, whether that's a real MT account or not, somebody delete that because it's rude. It shouldn't even be said. And that's not okay. So shame on you.
Yeah. Lucy or Pinkerham, please take care of that for us, please. Thank
Yeah,
you.
she still has the April one and she still has the two Alana accounts that she said she doesn't have because those showed up on the screen yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So,
Alana, how are you going to find out who your troll is? Because tell me, I want to know.
Thank you, Lucy.
I bet you it's the bad candies. I bet you they're fucking with her.
Oh, you know what? I hadn't even thought about that.
Yes.
Because a lot of people get that confused too, because, it used to just be, there's a fake Candy Morgan returns account still out there. And it's got like 17 or 18 subscribers. It used to go back and forth, and Candy and I kind of had a joke about this. That account goes back and forth between a Kate Waxlover clone and Candy. And because actually it was funny because I left a comment at Cynthia Beaumont's one time, and I still say it, still, bless her heart, she needs to know how to learn how to use a blending brush and often. But I left that comment on one of her videos, and a Candy clone came in and said something, responded to my comment, and I'm thinking, well, that's really weird. That doesn't look like something Candy would say. Well, then all of a sudden, she's reached out to me and she goes, that's not me. And I said, I figured it wasn't, hun. I mean, if we had a problem, we'd talk about it. And I said, I knew that wasn't you. Well, I looked again at one time and it was me. It was like I was talking to myself. It was weird. And
it wasn't me, Dimple.
So it goes back and forth. Now it's been Candy Morgan Returns for a while now, but now there's another account, the fake Candy account, that's the not Candy Morgan account, and that's the one that does the silly crazy videos and plays the gerbil song that we absolutely think is freaking hilarious, that we would like for them to just go live one night and just loop that so we could laugh our asses off. But it's I don't know. I'm never going to be happy until she's, she gets to come back and do her thing.
Because I've had the fake Candy Returns post in my chat a couple of times, and as long as it's just passive trolling, I don't I'm not concerned about it. So
Sure.
I know it's not candy. So
Right. And well, and
yeah,
back in the, 'cause that the fake candy accounts have made their rounds for a long time.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they used to come into Reds and say silly stuff. They would come into Annie's and say silly stuff, and that's what it was. It was silly stuff, so we knew it wasn't candy. Come on, it's like and that was even when I really didn't chat at candies. I'm like, I even know that's not candy, and we would delete them because it's rude. So as a
Mhm.
mod, we would take them out. So it's like we're not going to tolerate that kind of behavior, and so I just don't get it as to that things all of a sudden changed though, and then those accounts, the clones kept getting like more exact. I mean, they were perfect, and they really studied how Candy talked, and it was getting very frustrating for Candy, and it would for anybody because they're going other places that we don't even know about or chat at, and they're causing problems for her, and that's not okay. I mean,
Wait
it's
a
like, come
minute.
Yeah.
She
on.
posted a video saying what? Someone is pretending.
She's
She's
pretending to.
listening to you, Kathy. Kathy, she's listening to you.
Oh, of course she is. I have no doubt about it. I absolutely have no doubt about it. So she's listened and she's going, "Oh my God, they figured it out. I better go and address it." If she just left it alone,
Right,
it would have been
right,
nobody would have
exactly.
noticed. Yeah, it would have been commented on, and we'd have passed it by. Uh,
Yep,
Well, what was
yep.
funny the other day, she said she's taking a mental break, and an hour later, she was making 20 lives about people.
yeah, yeah. See, and she's putting people's names in her, and then yelling at me for speaking about her or commenting on her videos. Well, you're doing the same thing. I just
Exactly.
sound rational.
Right.
I'm not making shit up.
And well, and
Hi,
that's
Spirit
part of the
Divine.
problem
Hi,
too,
Spirit.
because I
Yeah.
think she forgets what she says at
Oh,
some
absolutely.
points. I mean, I even
Absolutely.
joked a long time ago that she needs to go ahead and get a Cynthia notebook.
I
So,
think
I
Cynthia
mean,
actually uses the notebook now, though.
well, she should because she needs one because
Yeah.
she's got to remember some of the stuff, and that's just it though. That's like she twisted that stuff last night. All I did was tell her to shut up, and then all of a sudden she runs with that, and then I told her stop lying. Well, okay, then all of a sudden I'm the one that's accusing her of not telling the truth about being blocked at Cynthia's. No, and MT was all screaming in the chat. He probably posted it 5 or 6 times. Alana, you're not blocked. You're not blocked. You're not blocked. But she kept
Yeah.
trying to prove her point that yes, I am blocked. Yes, I am blocked. Well, you were just in her chat, so no, you're not. And I do have screenshots of that. So, and that's one thing too. I'm going to be putting all these receipts on the farms. I'm
Oh,
still waiting for receipts of the supposed phone calls that were Candy that was calling weeks before, that the only time the woman called was one time. I was there, I was present, front and center. So nobody else called. And oh well, if it got, because Ham Planet even has a video up of where she's claimed that they work or what have you. So it's pretty common knowledge. She says all the time where she is. So come on, stop. It could have
yeah.
been anybody, but I'm still waiting for that receipt.
Wait a minute. She's got
Oh,
a video out, but I can't see it. It says that. Wait, what does it say? She's saying that she joined Meg's Discord. Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
Oh, that
And
ought to
that's
be
good.
good.
Well, I'm sure she'll be spurging out on me there. So I'm not on Nexus Discord.
I can't be
So
her girl. I'd fuck up too much.
Lucy, that's the truth, honey. I know it. I mean, those crayons need to get sharpened from time to time, I tell you. But this has been, gosh, a few months now we've been waiting on that. So, like I said, I don't think the woman's ever produced a receipt ever.
no, she hasn't. She hasn't. She honestly hasn't. At that one point, she was honestly thought what she was posting was a receipt. All it was really proving is she talked to somebody.
Right. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Wait a minute. What about the fire video? She said that she was going to take the video as a receipt and show that she went to interview the fire guy. Where's that
Oh
at?
yeah. Yeah, I
Oh yeah,
forgot
Kate,
about
I
That
asked
was
the
that.
like 2
lady.
weeks ago, right?
Yeah, yeah, she was supposed to go like have this big interview with the fire station and the fire chief and all these other people, and she was going to live stream it or she was going to make a video of it, and we're still waiting on that too. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
we were going to have a watch party.
yes,
We had snacks planned. We were going to deconstruct it.
right, right. So
Oh
again,
well.
and the one comical thing, and this was so funny too because and Candy, and actually Candy was the one that helped out with that too, is when she tried to put up this one proof, and it was weeks later, about my famous Kate Waxlover lied video that, I suppose I lied about being on her panel. Then I lied about saying something about somebody's sobriety, and it just kept snowballing. I'm like, wow, okay. Considering, and then she put the live back up, and I went and got screen recorded, and I got everything I needed out of it that proved I was telling the truth. Well, she released a couple weeks later this proof all of a sudden, and proof that I lied. Well, it was a voice clip of me saying about Red being sober, and I said I had hoped he was staying sober. Well, then she cut off instantly after that what I said after that, and I didn't even really realize it. But Candy was like, "Wait a minute, that's not exactly what you said. Where's the rest of what you said?" And I said, "I'm not really sure." And we finally found it when she re-released the live. I caught it, and it was right after that. I had said, "Yes, I do hope he's staying sober, because when
Yeah.
he is a wonderful guy." And I stand by that statement today. And then she tried to turn it and say, "Well, I said I was never on her panel." I'm like, yeah, I was, because I actually went and left a comment on the
I
live
remember.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, that addressed you, that said I was on your panel. So again, I don't have a recourse to lie, and I do get pretty sticky about it because it aggravates me, because that's the last thing I am. So, and she did him, and that was one of the things that helped Candy get taken out by YouTube, was she falsified information to the police.
Mm-hmm.
So
That she did. That she did.
yep. So like I said, and she's always going around now spouting, "Well, if you take it off of YouTube, shame on you." That's all she's done, is take it off of YouTube.
Well,
Yep.
when what goes around comes around, then
Yep.
wait.
Yep. Because I mean, again, she just deletes stuff. There was one time that she tried to get our personal information. She was putting out there on a live stream, anybody with information about certain people, to please let her know, contact her anyway. She gave her email. Excuse me? If
I
that's not
know. I
taking
saw
it off
that.
YouTube, what is?
Well, you saw her asking for anybody in the room 3 times to give them my number, address,
Yeah.
anything that she could
Yep.
have for the PI. Where's the PI and the attorney?
Right. And well, and then she made this little short video, and she actually did a live stream telling everybody this news, that you need to go on my other channel and look at this video. Look at this video on my other channel. Candy, you're going to find it interesting. Well, it was her coming up with that poor woman from somewhere, and saying it was you, putting up a name, a city, and it wasn't. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. And that's the one that she changed the channel name to the Gaining Ground, and we caught it.
Okay. Kate, Pink's got a question for you. Can you
Yes.
see the chat? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you approximately know when?
Oh, I know. It was
video?
the video after the 10 hour. What was it?
It was like 10 hours.
No, it was after the 10-hour one, because she was begging the day that she went to the attorney's office and the cops and stuff, like a couple days after, no, about 2 weeks after the cops. And then let's see, it was the cops, and then she was going down to the PI and the attorney. We have the voice clip.
Yeah, we do have the voice clip.
Yeah, and Lucy, the Franco
okay.
said so.
I would have to look at my screenshots, Pink, and see,
She
if I
was
can,
asking about me, like for Mark, the pedophile, to give her the information.
yeah, because I know she was. I mean, and she made a Discord. She linked a Discord in one of those fake channels that she came up with
Mhm.
to try to get information from everybody. And I'll look. I will definitely check Pink and see if I can find that, and I'll either leave it here, somewhere where you'll see it. So, but
By the way,
yeah,
Pink's got her own channel. Very
I
She
excellent
do.
does.
I
channel.
know. I
Go
know.
and subscribe if you haven't yet. Go and subscribe to Pink Blush.
Absolutely do, you guys. She's got some really cute videos. So I actually watched the ones that pertain to my interest and gave her some thumbs up. So yes, do.
No, it wasn't a long one. It was the day she was going for the attorney and the PI. It was about an hour. She was driving. She had to get off the live stream so she could go into the attorney's office. And then the next day she had a video and she went live like she was still waiting to talk to the PI.
I'm trying because I think this happened actually
Hmm.
more than once, Candy. I think she tried to get information more than once. And if it's in the Discord, I'll go back and pull all the videos up in Discord, even though they won't show up because they're on a deleted channel. The titles will still be there and some of the
Mhm.
information will still be there. So I should be able to figure it out. And like I said, there is a clip of it. I think even somebody I know has the clip of that as well. So I will ask them to have it too. So I'll pull that clip and look and see.
Good, good, good.
So
It'll
Alana,
be
if you're
a nice
listening, you do have
retrospective.
this video.
Go ahead,
Oh
Candy.
God. Say again.
Oh, I was just saying if Alana's listen, Alana,
Oh,
we got clips of you.
yes, we do. Lots and lots and lots.
That's what I do, Pink. I swear to God, I have to ask people. So what did she say? Did she say anything? So I got like a timestamp or halfway through, the beginning, the end. I don't even know. I just go in the other room and like type it off and close it up and just ignore it until it's over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So uh, bitter tea, if you're listening, you need to really think about what you're going to say and not just go off the cuff because it's going to be recorded.
Yep. Yep. That's true.
I think every
Somebody
crazy
just
person
hasn't
needs
written.
to have an archivist.
Somebody hasn't written the correct stuff to YouTube yet. It's just going to take one person to do it. Will it be
Everyone's
me?
gonna get the
Who
wrong
knows?
person.
Will it be Pink? Who knows? Will it be Kathy? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who
Well,
fucking
I've only
knows?
got the one channel, so I better make up a new one just in case.
Yes,
Huh?
you should, and keep posting it so at least you'll have like 5 subscribers that can come see you when you go live.
I'll let the guys know. Oh my God.
Yes, you need to help us. You need to help us.
Okay.
Shit. Yes, you
Thank
need
you
to
for
help
mentioning
us.
it.
Now
Yeah.
look,
Thank
Alana,
you.
this is a person that said that they wanted to make peace with you, but now look what you did. Look what you did.
Yeah.
Well, and that's just it. The narrative changes constantly. I thought it was day by day, but now it can be every couple hours.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, shut up! Don't talk about me. Leave me alone. Next thing is she's spouting off,
Right.
and
Listen,
I'm
Right.
going,
when was her mental
okay.
health? Was her mental health like 10 minutes? Because she went live right after she made the video. I don't understand that. I don't.
she's she's covering her ass, and or she's probably thinking she'll draw all the 16 people that are here listening now to her channel. They probably are listening to her on a different window, but that's what I do. If I'm in
Yeah.
somebody else's live, I've got several windows open with other lives going. It can be a very exhausting thing to do.
Oh, I bet. And God love you for multitasking. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
terrible
Hey,
at that.
Lucas. Good to see you.
it is. Uh, thanks, Ham. You're the best.
Yes, he is. Uh,
That's
Hey,
the way I
Lucas.
feel, Pink. It's just so much to go through. I have like, I don't know, like how many would you say? 1,000, 2,000, 20,000 hours? Like how much would you
Wow.
say?
Oh,
Because look at the
Candy, I
one night,
can't.
it was 10 hours, like for one night, remember? And then 10 hours the next day. And then the driving is like, what, 5 to 10?
and because that one, July 6th is one date that sticks out to me as far as a video goes, because I know we really bounced that one back and forth quite a few times. But it was that one 10-hour live is where she did say that she triggered people on purpose. She wanted, since she wanted to, if she was in a bad mood that day, she would trigger people on purpose, people she knew like Annie or MT, and she admitted to doing it. She was talking to Carlos
She
about it.
did. She
And
did.
I was just like, are you kidding me? Did anybody else hear that? I couldn't believe what I heard. I'm like, why would you want to torment people on purpose because you're having a bad day?
You
Yeah,
know,
I
Pink,
remember that.
if you go through that 10-hour video, you're going to find so much shit that she said. I think on the halfway mark, there's a lot. But you're going to find so much in that 10-hour video. She said everything. Like in the middle, you were probably sleeping. It was late, but I'm in California.
Right. Absolutely, Pink. Hashtag. Oh,
I
I
feel
think
so
he's
bad
afraid.
for that guy.
Do you think he's afraid to leave, you guys? I think he's afraid to leave because she'll come after him.
I believe it. I believe he is so worn down. Um, can you imagine living with that woman?
No.
no.
I think he's just given up. Throw up. Where am I going to go?
Well,
All
now
I
we
can
know why he
say,
works all the time. Poor guy.
yeah, and probably picks up a nice little tasty a treat on the street corner and
Oh,
has a semblance
that,
of a normal sex life.
that gossip mill has turned for quite some time. So, yeah, and that's not me. I'm just saying I just kind of heard it. So,
You should put our names on here that we're on your panel. That will really piss the people off. Then you'll get more views just because people are probably Googling my name right now to try to find my account.
oh, I know.
I
Yeah, I
guarantee
know
it.
people are dying. Yes.
Look how fast they found Red.
Oh, I
Oh
know.
wow!
And well, that was
That
pretty easy, though. I mean, gosh. All I
Red
did
and
was put
Carrot.
in old red, and there it was. I mean, it's like, come on. Oh my goodness, bless his heart. I'm glad it wasn't hard to find because, I mean, hey, I feel bad, and
I don't
they've
know
been
because
through a
Old
lot.
Red is a song. When you look up Old Red, there's a million Old Red songs.
Well, there was quite a few accounts, but I recognized his avatar, so that's how I finally knew because I mean, he didn't. I mean, he only tweaked it just a little bit, and I was like, oh, that's it. and I was asked not to say anything, and I never did. I never said a word. So
There you
I'm
go.
not sure how he got discovered, but and it just made it worse because again, certain people had to go do a video and insert themselves that they weren't inserting themselves basically, and it's like, well, you
Angelique.
just announced it, so that's all done. So
Well, didn't Angelique kind of have a boner for him?
yeah, I'm sure.
She did in October because remember that's when the fight started and the
Oh
sex
yeah.
things were going back and forth. And we know what she does to other guys. She sends her body parts to them.
Well, that's a frightening thought.
Well, you haven't seen her V-Bar Redneck Roundup. That's she's got her panel full of these drunk, stoned, good old boys.
I haven't watched her in so long.
Oh my God!
She's just really
Oh,
boring to me. She's so boring.
there
Isn't
was
she? Yeah. Yeah.
somebody said something to me about one of those lives the other day. I don't know. I don't know any of. I know some of the people that go there just from. I've known them from before other places, but Freddie McDonald, he's such a sweet guy. He goes to a lot of places. He's very neutral. Candy, you know Freddie. There was some
Yeah, I
guy,
know, but Freddie followed me, and then that's how he got to Annie's and everybody's. And the same with
right,
Ron. They followed me, and then they thought we were all good with each other, and then boom.
I thought I
right.
recognized his name. Yeah.
Yes. And they had this, and I will give her this. I mean, she put the guy in his place right away. I don't know, some friend of her other friends, or I don't know, but I went back and watched it when somebody said, "Oh, hey, go check this out." They were just, this guy was just, and he was definitely no looker, that's for sure. I was like,
Nima
dude,
guy?
if you want to
Yeah.
talk about somebody, go ahead and lose one of your chins, and then you can start talking about somebody. But he was attacking Freddie for just no reason, and I'm like, dude, what is your problem? But I will give it to Angie. She got rid of the guy. She gave
Yeah,
him a
she did.
chance, and
But
he kept it up. And she was like, we're not going to do that here. This is my house, and I had a little bit of respect for it. It didn't last long, guys. Trust me.
but it
But
did
that
take
was
her a
nice that
while to
she
do
did
that,
it.
Kate. It did take her a while to do it. And I don't know, I'll give her credit for being stoned, but she almost looked gleeful. There
Oh,
was
of
a little action
course.
happening. Yeah.
Oh, yes, she did, and she was. And she was. Because I don't care what they say, drama is all there is. I mean, it's either
Yeah.
drama or, high school antics that, I'm not going to comment on because, I don't care. It's just like, okay, whatever. For someone of that age, it's just like, stop. I mean, really? Are we 12? So, yeah.
I think she is. Somebody else pointed out yesterday, why do they just FaceTime? Why do they have to bring it on a live stream? All this
Well,
innuendo and sexual shit like
right.
that.
And I've said that about somebody else on here too, and like, I'm not going to say anything now because it is what it is. But if you're going to have the you have the capability of doing that privately, but you choose not to,
Yeah.
that's just weird to me. I mean, there's, the flirting is one thing. It's, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of flirting, whatever. I'm getting ready to celebrate my 33rd wedding anniversary coming up. I'm the biggest
Woo!
flirt around, and he's pretty flirty himself. So, but we don't cross that line. You don't, that's,
Good to
Hi,
see you,
Sade.
Katie.
so, I mean, it's, hey, Sade, I can actually see you. Woohoo.
I was actually just thinking about you. I was just going to say something like I wish that she was in here because she's like like she got thrown out of the luncheon crew
Yes.
also.
Yes, and
Aw.
she's missed you a lot too, Candy. She's mentioned you several times, so it's good.
Yeah. Well, Candy, let me just throw it out here. Anytime you want to, I'm live and you want to come speak, you just come on in and
Well, thank
get
you.
your thing out. Don't be frustrated.
You'll have a lot of trolls in here if they know I'm coming. Like one day we should tell them I'm coming there to talk about Alana, and you'll have your room full.
Oh, hey, let's do that. We'll
I'm
plan
serious
it.
because nobody's talked to me in like 3 weeks. Nobody. Like I
Not
don't
really,
know. Alana.
no,
I dick sucker.
no. Because I'm sorry, there is nothing like a Candy live stream, you guys. There is nothing like it. It is wonderful. It really is.
See, but
Oh my
there's
God.
people that can't get a hold of me at all. Like they can't. There's no access to get a hold of me.
Yeah,
No.
you got to fix that.
Yep, I agree. I don't know if she won't let you have your main channel back. Maybe she would agree to just leaving you alone. So I don't know how well that would work, but she would. I just can't trust a word that comes out of her mouth, though. So I
No.
would feel better if you just got your original stuff back and just got left alone.
If I was her psychiatrist or counselor, I would actually say that I can't handle her. I would literally do that, and I wouldn't even care about my job.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. I've honestly never met anybody like her. Never.
Me
Never.
either in my whole life. Ever.
No, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
ever expect like that in real life, but even on, in YouTube land, and I've, like I said, I've been in some pretty interesting places, and I've never dealt with anybody quite like this. Never.
Yeah.
So that was the
And
first time. It's a
I'm going
learning
to do it
curve.
again, and I'm going to say that I tried to warn everybody that you were entering a shitstorm. So,
Right. And well, and that's one thing though too, because, you know, I don't know how much MT knew, but Angie knew. Angie knew who she was,
mhm.
and she knew what we were in for. So, I
And
mean,
she sat back and watched, and
yep,
I knew that when I was warning people that people didn't know who the hell I was and what my motives were. But I had to think, well, if things go south, and they did, at least I tried, and at least I tried.
right. And you did, and you weren't the only one, Kathy. I mean, we watched, Perfect, because that's when I first had some encounters with Angie. That's how I kind of, I saw some of the stuff that went on, and I'm, again, no names are necessary. Everybody that's been around long enough knows, but that's where I was kind of like, huh. And yeah, I'm an older person, so I've been there. I've done that a lot, and I get it. I've been around the block a few times, so some of this stuff, I sit back and kind of want to smack some of the younger folks and go, listen to what some of us older folks have to say here, because we've been through it and we get it. So, but, I had the gut feeling about the one, and we were correct. We had the gut feeling definitely about this one, and was correct. And
Yeah.
I will say this, and I will say this openly and mean every word of it. If we had banded together as a community, and I've said this behind the scenes, if we had all banded together as the pretzel community that we were, we could have overcome this stuff. We really could have. But it got fractured.
It did.
And
And
it,
we
and
know
it
who
got
fractured
fractured
that.
because of two people. Two
Annie
people.
and MT. Annie and MT did it.
Well, and they had some help though. The two original folks that were in on the destruction, that whirled in like little tornadoes. And
Well, I
like I
know,
said,
but
we
see, they
stood
went to
together.
Annie first, and Annie didn't stop it. She entertained them.
And well, at first she did stop it, but then something happened after that to where she found Jesus and doesn't feel like she needs to be
Oh
on
no,
drama, but
they were
she
attacking
does it
Annie,
every
so she
day.
didn't. No, they were attacking Annie. She didn't want it, and wasn't going to have it. So that's why she had to side with them.
Oh, well, that might be,
Yeah, she's not
and I
strong enough
get it.
with MT. She's not strong enough to fight them by herself.
Well, I'm even thinking even further back than that, Candy. If some, we knew what some of these people were like a while back, and the stand wasn't seated firmly in place, because, whether, and again, it does come down to one person, because this one person liked them all and wanted everybody to be one big happy family, but went about it the wrong way, and all it did was tear everybody up. So, and that one person still continues to run around to all the things and cause, smooth then ripples, smooth and ripple. So it is what it is. Because there, I mean,
Yeah.
right now it's sad. There's probably no going back. But I just think from the way back, if it had been handled a little bit differently, it would have ended a little bit differently. Because I think altogether we would have been strong, but
Yeah.
separately, no. And
And there's
it
just
breaks
too
my heart.
much. Yeah, it does. And I'm sorry. I mean, I entered your community later, and I don't know. I should have been more nosy, or not nosy, more bargy, bossy. Excuse me, but this woman's crazy. Run for the
Well, no,
hills.
Kathy, you came in very politely. I mean, you kind of came in, we because a while back, I never really knew who Negs even was, and he came on a panel that Annie had, and he was quite personable. I thought, oh well, hey, this guy's really nice. I pop in at Negs from time to time and watch him. I
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of our community did, and so I he's a hoot. I really enjoy watching him. He seems like a really nice guy. So, some of the people kind of trickled over from them because I think I remember seeing you over there. And so, and then,
Hi,
Candy
Rose.
knows some of these other communities. So,
Hey,
um,
Rose.
hi, Rose. So it was fine, and you came along very nicely, Kathy. I liked you right away. I thought, well, hey,
Oh, thanks.
she's really a sweet gal, and some of the people that you brought with you, like Pink and Lucy, they've all been very delightful. So no, I've been very happy to come and chat and see you guys, and you know, I
I'm
thought you've
glad.
all been very very
I
nice and
liked you
very
right
open and
from the
very
start
welcoming.
too, Kate.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not usually the evil one, but oh boy, trust me,
Oh,
I
I
can
never
put some that
understood
on.
that people saying that. I never did because I like Candy's subversive humor. I caught on to it right away.
Right,
So I thought I latched onto her, right? Because she made me laugh,
right.
Sometimes I get high and make myself laugh. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Seriously, I
I mean,
do.
Candy caught
Oh,
my heart doing the phone call to Carlos's work,
oh.
and it was chef's kiss. Yeah,
She is such a character. She really is, and again, that's why I am so glad that we were able to put our differences aside and just be friends and,
yes.
get to know each other a little bit better and realize that I'm not evil and she's not evil and we actually have a lot in common and she's a lot of fun. She's a character and a half.
Hey, I
So,
need to tell you guys. There's this guy named Mixie. His name looks like McZ or something. Mickey. I call him McKee because
Now,
but he did some spirit boxes, and I was afraid. I had to keep leaving and leaving. There was two guys on panel. There was McKee and there was the glare, and they were both sitting there and they did the thing. It turned the fucking four street lights off outside. And he goes, if that's you breathing down my neck, and if that's you turn, and he showed everybody the street lights were out. They turned off. His room got dark, and he said, okay, it's summer here, and he said the box imitated his name and said it, and then he said glare, and then he said get Jinx, and he goes, wait, what? What did he say? Jesus, my cat. The cat started freaking out, and the cat's going rare, rare, and he goes, my cat's never done that. What the hell? I mean, you guys should listen. I mean, and they said, is Summer there? And they said she's dead. And they said, what about Rose? Rose is dead too. They said, what about Don? Did he do it? Oh, you'll find out. Oh my God, the thing was freaking us out. And when he turned the street lights out, he goes, if it was you, can you please turn them back on? Because this is too freaky. And when he was breathing down his neck, he goes, okay, he was breathing down my neck because he's used that spirit box. He's got like the best of the best, and I think people with spirit box are crazy, but I heard the thing say the names. Unless you can enter the names before you go live, I don't know. He said the glare and McBee, and he said his name right. And he goes, "What the hell? He pronounced my name right." Like it was weird, and you could hear it. It sounded like a bunch of ghosts flying around. Like you could hear it. It was weird as fuck. I mean, I was afraid. I really was. I had to keep leaving because it was like I could hear dead people, like for real. And I've never heard that on a spirit box forever. Like no.
that's funny. Who knows? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but it was how. I mean, I got to Google that and see if you can put spirit boxes names in there because why would they say Jean? And then the cat started freaking out when it said Jean. I mean,
I
and
don't
you'll be able
know.
to see it live. I'm not making this shit up. It's there.
No, Candy, of course. No, you never make anything up.
no.
Never.
Oh no. Oh goodness.
See, I'm not even high right now. I was trying to get high because I'm like, my head's not even worked out. But yeah, like sometimes I'll like laugh when I say something because I'm like, what did I say? I really do that. Like, I don't even know why I say shit.
Well, that's the
I
fun
know,
of it.
Sadie. It's good to see you because you haven't crossed the line. She got dissed by Annie and she hasn't run back with her tail between her legs.
Hey, Krista.
Hey,
Hey,
Krista.
Krista.
You know what I mean? I mean, Lynn
Yeah.
went back. I guess Lynn, decided she would rather be with them. That's cool. But I just can't be with people like that. Like, Like Annie's just like so scared right now that she's losing everything, and it's like weird. She's not the person I knew. Like I don't know who this lady is. I really don't. I don't. I'm gonna say it
I don't
again.
know enough about what's going on with her to really comment on it, but if she's worried about losing her AdSense money, I don't blame her for being nervous. I don't know. Maybe there's something going on you don't know about.
Very possible.
Yeah, but the thing is, why don't you just stay off the live and let's show that side of yourself?
Yeah.
Because she's showing a bad side. Like when she like talked about Lynn and Sadie like that, that was just like what? Like Lynn, I know Lynn sometimes she was my mod. She'll delete people or not delete people, but block people really fast. But Sadie's always been nice to everybody. I don't even know why she had a problem with Sadie. I just don't get it.
I don't either because she's always been very sweet. And that's just it, though. Everybody has an opinion. And,
Yes.
everybody should be able to have their opinion. And sometimes that wasn't allowed. I mean, and it is what it is. But, everybody, 1 minute, yes, you can have your opinion. The next minute, no, you can't have your opinion. So, but everybody's going to have one. And
Yes.
everybody should have the right to express it. And you may not agree with it all the time, and that's just it. That's what certain people don't understand too, like Sweet Tea there. She doesn't understand that either. We all have opinions, and she can have her opinion, but we can have ours as well. And I have
Yes.
honestly, and I really, and if anybody can say different, I would appreciate them letting me know. But I don't clap at somebody unless they clap at me first. I'm not usually one to go around and start problems anywhere, and honestly, the past couple of years I've only been into a handful of places. So I wouldn't, go in and start problems with people. So I have to have a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, me too. I have no
the
need
weird
to
thing is,
insert
Kathy, she
myself
didn't
into
know you.
somebody else's bullshit. I'm responding to Alana, um, bitter tea, because she won't let it go. In other words, you know what
No,
I mean?
and I do,
It's
and because
frustrating.
we've all been on that same end. We've all gotten that same end of the stick here, and it's just like what, just right when you think it's over and it's done with,
Exactly.
because I got on and I didn't. It was Annie's birthday, and that was, oh my god, that was hilarious. We had a ball,
It was.
but and she was on that panel that night, and so
Yes,
was
I
I,
did.
and I will call you out. I've got 2 videos with my name in them. To where, what did I do? Don't even go there. Take the videos down.
I'm
And
just
I
trying to
was
figure out,
nice
like
about it
last
at
night.
first.
Last night she had Annie's name in there and your name, but I couldn't figure it out. Like,
Well, yeah, and it's just like Annie didn't really have anything to do with that. It's not. It wasn't. She's just the host. She's repeating some of the stuff that people say in the chat, so sometimes that can get confusing. But MT was the one down there waving the flag, going, "You weren't blocked. You weren't blocked. You weren't blocked." And then all I said was, right in the very beginning, because I could and it felt good. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up, bitter tea. Just shut up. Because we all know everything that comes out of your freaking mouth is a damn lie. So stop. And, other than that, that's what I was talking about. That's why, everybody's like, oh, damn, what'd you do? And I said, hey, I just had a chance to have a little something to say, and I said it.
Hi, Lynn.
And not
Yeah.
sure how I got, rest in the, the wrong
We know,
thing. I
Lynn.
don't know.
It's okay.
Lynn, what I was saying is you never came back to my room. You were a mod in there, but you never came back. So I had to think whatever my head was making me think because I didn't have any closure from you. That's being honest.
Lynn, you're always welcome here. Please believe that.
You were always welcome back in my room. I'm not mad that you're in Annie's room. That's
No,
your choice.
I don't have anything bad to say about anybody.
I only got mad at Denise one time saying, don't go in Annie's room and defend me. because it's going to come out bad for you. Don't ever go in there. And I told everybody in my Discord, never go in there and defend me. I can defend myself. Don't. It's going to be bad for you. And that's when Mukbang started thrashing them for defending me. So I didn't want it no more. I said, don't go in there. Don't do it.
Right. And it's hard because I can understand that too, because we want to defend our friends, especially when we know what's going on is not right.
Right.
That's why I'm very passionate about what has gone on with you, Candy, is because I know that it's not right. And that's what makes me very, very passionate about how I feel about it, because what happened wasn't right.
Does anybody know how the fight with MT and Annie and me started? Anyone? Like, I don't think anybody even knows. I think that Annie and MT think that they're right and I'm wrong, but they're wrong. I mean, we all have our decisions that we make about what we say or whatever, but those two guys went on, instead of contacting me privately, they blocked me and then started thrashing me and having private lives about me. Instead of asking me, why are you mad, Candy? Why don't you come on my panel? Why don't you tell me why you're mad so we can stop this fight? But no, this bitch doesn't want to do it. She just wants to go around and around and around and around the mulberry bush, and she gets nowhere. Like, look at last night. She went around the mulberry bush and crashed.
The thing that really disappointed me about all of that was, them coming forward and saying, well, MT is very clear. I gave her all my passwords so she can just come in and see what's said. That really freaks people out. Is I don't have anything to hide. If she would have wanted to come in and look at every conversation I'd had with MT, fine, do it. I'm not ashamed of anything I've said, and I haven't said anything bad about anybody. But that is just such a breach of trust that really hit me, because it's not okay to do that. So if you're going to sit there and say that you've got screenshots of me behaving badly, well, then show them, and that's just it. A lot of people said, well, I've got screenshots. Well, all they did was read some messages here and there. Well, messages can be interpreted. That's one thing too, that when you hear someone's voice, you can hear their tone of their voice, the context of what they're saying. But on a keyboard, that goes away, unless you're very, very talented in your typing. So sometimes you can tell with some way someone's typing, but that really loses its depth in a typed conversation, of what can be mistaken as something that was supposed to be humorous or something that was supposed to be some shade. There is never anything wrong with a little bit of shade. Hey, we're all good at that. But I think to share personal, here's my Discord stuff. Well, one thing about Discord is that everybody, I don't know if they don't know this or not, but in order for somebody, even if you had my password to Discord, you could come in and see the general Discord. Right. You're not going to see anybody's personal private messages unless they link you to that stuff. But as far as in the Discord, no, you can't see that type of information. You can see general conversations in whatever room it is. But if you're not in there anymore, if you've left the Discord, you've left the Discord. There's nothing to come and see. You can't come and see it no matter what password you have. You have to actually be in there.
Yep.
So, all this stuff, but still, to me, that was just a huge breach of trust to say, well, and apparently more than one person had his passwords and stuff to go in and look. And I just think that that's not okay to do.
No, it's not. Actually,
I think it's a really big breach of trust. And to anybody that, if somebody offered me that, the type of person I would be going, look, I'm sorry, I don't feel comfortable like that. I would decline. I would step back and say, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do that.
Mukbang will kiss anybody's ass to get ahead. Don't forget, I was his friend. I was his BFF, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, every night he went like, oh, Candy's my BFF. Even over Annie. Now I'm his worst BFF, so. And that doesn't bother me, because I'm just glad it's over with, because it's been 2 years and a half of hell. Being a friend with him, and I've gone through hell to just be a friend. It's hard. It's fuck. When I've been an honest friend to him, and he's fucked me in the back 4 times and started 4 fights.
And I agree with that because I've seen it. I've been around for several years, and I've seen a lot over those years, and I've seen people have fights. I've seen them make up. I've seen them have fights. I've seen them make up. I've seen people say horrible things, and it's been smoothed over. But I think the people that were said the things that were that horrible kind of went ahead and let it go for the good of. But that stuff still stays in your mind. It's hurtful, whether it's just said out of anger or whatever. It is hurtful. So, I mean, I can go back and look at screenshots over the years of stuff I've taken. And yes, I am the crazy screenshot lady. I do have a lot. And I've gone back and looked at some and just gone, oh, wow, that was some crazy stuff that was said. But so, I think it's gone back and forth over the years. And, I think like Pink said, you do forget that there's a record of it. People like me that we take screenshots of it because later on, and the real reason that I take a lot of screenshots is sometimes I don't have time to read it right then. And I'm going to think, okay, this could be important, so I better screenshot it so I can go back and read it later. And then I end up with zillions of screenshots. I was looking through some of them going, oh my God, why do I even have that? Get rid of it. So that's my main thing is I'm going to forget. So I'm like, I better screenshot that now so I can read it later and make sure I have it because I don't have time to read it now. And that's where I get into trouble. So it's like, oh my goodness.
You got to file things.
I do. And then I look at it later and go, my storage will come up. Your storage is full. Shame on you. And I go back and look and go, oh, geez. I have to make room for kitten pictures now anyways. Goodness gracious. So I got to make sure I got plenty of space for kittens. So I had to go back and delete a bunch of crap. So it's like, oh my goodness. But
well, in Discord, we have like a TikTok room and a crime scene room that we put all the crime shit in.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, you got to name your files. Bitter tea fuckery.
Absolutely.
And because if somebody types in there, it could fly by, and it's like if your name's not tagged in it, you don't see it. So like now we just keep putting it in different files.
Right. And I'm not gonna throw anybody under the bus here, Candy. A few others. Some people are addicted to TikTok. And I get it. There's some cute stuff on TikTok, but if I use TikTok on my phone, I have to go clear my cache right away because it takes up so much space on my phone to watch one video. It's ridiculous. So
I started the room for Diablo because he's like, I'm so bored. I need to do something. I'm so bored. I'd send him a bunch of cute girls. And he's like, oh my God, I need to get a TikTok now. And so he's like, hey, I'm going to do my guitar and stuff. But he hasn't been around. He's like, when I'm not around, he gets really sad. Like, he doesn't hear my voice. So that's why he started that channel. He's like, no, you got to go live.
Right. So my goodness, between some of you TikTokers, we've got a TikTok channel in the Discord, and it gets used more than anything else. So
you know what? I can get Alana for false flagging because that's Diablo's channel. I'm going to have Diablo write them and tell him what to write. He was posting videos for me. He said he has a video on there saying that it wasn't him. He's like, this is me. This is my channel.
Yeah,
you know I mean?
That's true. Hey, AMB.
He goes, stop saying she's doing something she's not, and he made videos of that. So I'm gonna have him get his channel back, and she's gonna get it for false flagging because it's not my. They deleted it under my IP address, and that's not right.
No, it's not. And two, there's that one of those live streams that was from that one that was really long. She sat and admitted that she would try to irritate people on purpose.
Yes.
And she gave Annie's name and MT's name as ones that she would antagonize on purpose. And I just am like, really? That why that's just insane. Just because you're having a bad day, you want to go and irritate people. And she's gonna say it was because she wasn't on her medication then and she wasn't doing well then. But what's the excuse now? It doesn't matter when the behavior was; it was still wrong. And if
Right.
you have any kind of conscience at all, you try to fix the behavior. I mean, I don't see how somebody can move on without fixing it or trying to fix it. So,
I like the cooking ones too, that you can like make stuff really quick. Somebody was making, oh, they put water and I don't know, some kind of butter, like peanut butter, and they made milk, and that's how they have milk. The, like that's how they drink their milk.
Oh.
I know
Abby.
AMB. I feel so sorry for AMB because AMB likes my humor too, and look at her. She does, and she's always said that. She's like, I guess because like when she's having a hard day, she just listens to my bullshit.
well, that is, I mean, that's you. I don't know if you remember this, Candy. It was so funny. It was sadly, back at the first of the year when it was actually we were on a live stream. I was on that live stream with you when you got some bad news, but we were talking about baking apple pies and making apple butter, and
Ooh.
we had I don't know how many people in there, and it was so funny. This is one of the first times that we all just kind of came flooding over. It was a munchie raid, I think, and we're all over there, and we're all talking about making pie and apple butter. And poor Candy, I think we were confusing the hell out of her because we're all
I
we're all
don't even
talking. One
remember
person's
that
talking about
conversation.
pie.
I don't remember it.
Oh, bless your heart. Well, that was the day that you got a very sad knock at the door. So,
Nickname.
Hey,
You
nickname.
woke your ass up with your horse ass.
man, no doubt.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm live on Kathy's panel. I'm like none of my people are in here.
I think it was such a spur of the moment. Nobody had a chance to say anything. So,
Yeah, you just popped
uh,
in. Surprise!
yep, she
Well, that's what
did.
I said. Like
And we
people
were
are
wondering.
noticing that I'm here right now. Do you notice that? People are coming here.
I think, I think Kathy
That's
was
why
holding
one
her
day you
breath
should
when
put
she
them
said,
coming
"Uh oh,
here.
Candy's backstage." We were like, "Which one?"
We
Oh,
should
it's just
both do a live
Candy.
reaction to Alana. What's your opinion? Well, mine's going to be completely different, but we should do a dual um, reaction video.
Oh,
You
yeah.
give your, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You give your opinion and I'll give my opinion, and she's gonna get a whole bunch of
Okay.
shit. And she's gonna be stressed as fuck. She'll
Sounds
be like,
fun.
"No way!
No,
I
no,
gotta get rid of Kathy now."
no. But she'll feel so dogpiled and she'd be just thrilled. I know she'd be just thrilled about it. Everybody's paying attention.
It would, Pink. It would be very interesting because you know me. If I get really high before, like I'm just gonna say whatever I think because I don't like her.
Okay. All right. Let's get
Can't like
high.
her. I can't like her. I can't. I can't. I've tried so many times. And
Yeah,
for people to fake like her, like Annie and MT, they're afraid of her. I'm not afraid of her, and that's what she realizes. Me and Kathy are not afraid of her.
No, I'm
nope,
not.
MT and,
nope.
and Annie are, and she knows that. Kate's
Have
not
you
afraid of her
noticed?
either.
Have you noticed that she will respond to me in like a second, third person kind of way, but she's never in here. She's never knocking on my live panel door.
Yeah.
She just, not that I'm inviting her over. I'm not, because I have no use for you. I know what you
Right,
have to say and fuck off.
right.
but
Yeah,
but she
exactly.
has never, yeah, she's never been here or actively been in here. She's listening. I know she is, but
Oh, of
I
course.
listen to her shit too. So
I do to an extent that I listen for a few minutes and go, I just can't do this. It's going to be a busy of enough day. I just no, I just not going to add on to that. And especially it's so cute because my husband will come home and he'll go, "Oh no, really?" He'll hear certain voices and then he'll be like, "No." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I have to listen to
well,
a
I
few
have a
minutes of it."
method to my madness dealing with her live streams. If she's doing like an epic stream, I'll wait till
Right,
she finishes and then I'll do the 20-minute hop because you know how she repeats herself. So you're not really
true.
missing anything.
No.
Her, yeah, her 3 or 4 hour streams, I'll do 10-minute hops. And if I find something I've missed, I'll go back. But have I sat through any of hers from beginning to end? Oh, hell no. Oh, no, no,
No.
no.
And and she blames other, she blames the old community for tarnishing her chances with this community. No, 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 no. It's not
Oh,
their fault at all. I
We
I
didn't do
saw
shit to
what
her.
I
We
needed to
gave
see with
her
my own eyes.
everything she, like, we tried so hard with her. We all did. Every one of us.
Well, yeah, I mean, all different, different times, different things, under different circumstances. We waited for proof that MT said something not nice, which,
mhm.
we all know how he could be sometimes. And we were thinking, well, but then we were all like, no, 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 no. And of course, no, there was never any proof. And there was a big fight about that proof. And it was two different communities trying to get the proof. And again, no proof. That's normal. No proof.
Right.
So, no, we knew, at least I did. Maybe some of you young whippersnappers didn't, but I got it right away. I'm like, yeah, no, let's say, no, please cut the strings now and let
Yeah.
just kind of let that one float away, please. And it didn't happen because I think other people were trying to be nice. And I get it. I get that. But at one point, what do you sacrifice for that? And a lot got sacrificed for that. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But, hey, oh, it's Fan Channel. Hey, Fan.
He thinks he's in here to bother me. But he
Yeah.
Well,
doesn't bother me, the guy with the fucking mask with the lip
Behave,
problem.
and you're welcome to stay.
He doesn't
Dear.
even realize that Mukbang hates his guts, but he gave him a link so he could come after me and Annie's live. That's what a
Oh,
pussy is.
oh. But this is all about bitter tea, so
that's
Yeah,
true. It is.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
not about
um,
me.
nope, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
think
fun
you're
to have
right, Pink. That's
a lot
exactly. I
of
was just
people.
responding to Pink's comments about why bitter tea doesn't come visit because we know her shit.
Right. And that's just it. People are going to, she's going to get called out for it. And
Yeah.
that's just it. That hasn't changed any. She got rid of certain people and it's still happening because who's the common denominator here? Her.
Exactly.
So, that's
We're a
why
bunch
it's not
of old
changing.
bitches that know better.
Right.
Well, I guess the word's out, Kathy, that I'm on your panel.
That's all right, sweetie. I'm not worried about interlopers. Just so we stay on topic.
True.
So, focus.
Yeah, I'm shocked she hasn't come in here to try to get on your panel.
Who?
Yeah, I'm surprised she hasn't tried to come and get on your panel. Alana?
Yeah. No. I've noticed for quite some time. I kept expecting her to barge in when I first started up the channel because I was a reviewer, unboxings, unbaggings, and then I kind of got bored with it and stopped uploading. But when she started blocking me from asking her questions, etc., it's when I started this up again. And it was simply to vent my own frustration, and it sort of just turned into this. So, and I'm gaining
Right.
subscribers, so I'm going rah rah rah.
Well, yeah. I mean, because, well, and it gives people a chance to kind of have, it's the common thing. I mean, this is all something that's a sore subject for a lot of us. And it's helpful to talk about it. It is. And
It is.
Listen, so when Alana has 5 people in her room, that means it's me and Kathy, and when she only has 5. And
Who else? She's got her hay watchers.
Well, I'm screen recording, Pink's screen recording. I don't know if you're screen recording or watching, but that's 3 right there.
right. And we'll now even
got a
notice that not even really the trolls come in anymore to say much.
No, I actually noticed
like,
that, Kate, and I was going to comment on that. Is that even the trolls got bored and wandered off?
Yeah. I mean, it's that was just comical when on some of the stuff that I've listened to. It wasn't even a week ago that she's calling people out saying that, they're hanging with pedos and,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, whoa, wait a minute here. Because I remember I was amazed. I wasn't blocked in that stream. I kind of thought I was when I typed what I did, but then I was going to stand up for someone else because I did hear, and a lot of people swear, no, that's not what was said, but I heard the name in association with the other name she was saying. And I know that person for a fact would never do anything like that. And that's why I said something in their defense. But
Right.
I don't like whoever it is. If they do something cool, I'm gonna say something that yeah, that was cool. But if somebody says something that's not okay, I'm gonna say, hey, that was not okay, and I know that's not true. So
And I just want to jump in and say that Pink has a clip, a sound bite or video of uh, Bitter Tea accusing Peanut and Gigi and Nags of having CP.
well, yeah, exactly. And she did that on the forums at some point.
Yeah.
And she did that in that one live stream. That's the people she was talking about in that live stream that she brought the other person up to. And I was like, wait a minute. Because I don't go and comment, especially where I know I'm not, welcome. So that's fine. But
Right.
I was going to say something in that person's defense because I knew that was just not blatantly true. And like I said, if it's not, and I know it, I'm going to say something. I'm going to do the right thing. And that's kind of how I thought I was being. I was doing the right thing. And she, oh, no, that's not what was said. It was like, yeah, well, yeah, it is. And I got screenshots and other people went, hey, did you hear about that? And I'm like, yeah, I was kind of saw it. So, yeah. So, but.
I heard you, Kathy, the other day when you were talking about her weight because it was 90, then it was 40, then it was 20. And now I don't even think she knows how much she weighs. She's
Well,
confused herself on what she's lied about. She's confused.
Well, I know she's way bigger than 300 pounds. It's just she accidentally reversed the camera on one of her Sims things and caught the side image of her body, and I was going, whoa, no, that woman is way.
You can see her in the 10-hour one.
Yeah, it was one of those. Just
and for me it's not even about that. You can be a bigger girl and be and good and everything, but it's no matter what, there's certain people to me that are always going to be ugly, and it's not what they look like, it's what they are on the inside
their soul. And like I said, I'm not fat shaming her.
Oh no, I
I'm
know you weren't. No, I didn't mean to
her
think you were.
because she's lying about everything about it. I'm a big girl too. I'm more than an armful.
Right,
I gained a lot during COVID. Planning to lose it soon, but I'm not going to make a weight loss channel.
Right, exactly. Yeah, same.
Yeah. So I'm not going to talk about it. It's just, if it happens, it happens. So
right.
One thing about TikTok is I have a gym in my house. If anybody didn't know, I have a big gym in my house, and I just I can turn TikTok on and just sit there for an hour on the bike.
Yeah. And
I can just entertain my brain. As long as I entertain my brain, I'm good. I can't just go in there and do it.
Yeah.
I have to have something on. I've got headphones on, and I've got to entertain my brain.
Yeah, and I'm a huge walker. There's nothing I like better than going for a long stroll and a fast pace. I'm a hiker. I like to be out for at least a couple of hours. Like my dog was in heaven because I would walk that dog 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours at night.
So you had a happy
puppy. Best walk ever.
Yes, you had a happy, tired pup.
Oh, yep. I had her for 17 years.
Same, and that's a long time. So that's good.
It is. I lost her about 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's always awful. No matter how long we have them, it's never long enough.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get an animal. It's too hard.
It is. I haven't replaced her since. She was my favorite child. She was. And Lucy, my baby was called Lucy, and she was Lucy Lou. So that's, I think, why I liked you right away. It's your username.
What a coincidence. That's cute.
It's a Fraggle. Yeah, it was. Yeah. She was a good dog. Very smart. Had me on my toes all the time.
Is
I can
Corona getting
relate.
weird where you guys are? Like, I haven't talked to Jo because I think she's still on vacation and she didn't know about the Wi-Fi, but she's in Canada. But I
Mhm.
know it was really hot there, and she said that they were going to open up, but she felt like they were going to close it up again in Canada. It's getting bad in California, though.
That's terrible. Yeah, that you're talking about the border opening.
Yeah, because I know she was going to go to, where was she go? Florida and some other places. And last year she had to cancel her vacation because it was like right after, like it was right around March when it
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think this reopening is way too soon. Way too soon.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
I think so
I'm
too.
still wearing my mask, even though my province is opened up. Um, I don't know who you are. Stop breathing on me. I got my mask on. So,
I didn't even get a
Um,
vaccination. They're still in
no,
testing.
I'm fully vaccinated. I'll
I
even
am
stand
too.
in line for a booster.
Yep, I am too. And I still wear my mask as well, just, because I've got some closer family members that aren't. So I'm trying just to make sure I don't, because, one day they say one thing and the next day they could be perfect politicians or YouTubers because they change their mind at a switch. And so, I mean, who knows what's what. So I don't want to risk anybody. So I just go ahead and wear the mask.
And I'm not saying I'll never get one. I'm just saying it's too new. They didn't even get to test it. They're testing it on you guys right now.
Well,
Wow.
yes and no, but it was funny because a friend of mine has knows somebody that works for one of the companies that was manufacturing or working on these vaccines, and they said that COVID's nothing new because they've been working on COVID vaccines for decades.
Well,
So she
COVID
said
COVID is an umbrella term for that.
it
It's
is.
yeah, yeah. So
Yes, the coronaviruses, I mean SARS and
hmm
H1N1, and a lot of
yeah,
those are variants of COVID. I think the only thing that I think is a little bit really wonky about, some of these viruses is when they usually mutate for the better. But this one hasn't
there is.
seemed to do that. So that's just what's so strange because that's what I kept telling my husband in the very beginning. I said, well, hopefully this is going to mutate quickly and be less, you know, powerful and have less communicability, and we'll see it die out a little bit faster, but that's not exactly what happened. So you know that's I thought was the only odd thing about it.
Yeah.
Is that a guy? Because the guy's asking if I'm here, and then they didn't know it was me because they were lost in the race. Is that a guy or a girl?
Who? Oh, Chow Chow?
Uh-huh.
Bambino. Girl, I think a sour plum, right?
It's hard to see because of the picture.
Oh, Chow Chow Bambino. You saw
How
something?
do they? How do you know my voice? I've never seen your name before. I'm not being mean or anything. Hold on.
No, no, no. Oh, okay. I'll put that up there. So, all you TikTokers, that side
I
time
like
with
there's some
Tracy.
TikTok I enjoy, but it just takes up too much space in my phone. I don't have time to stop and clear my cache 20 times a day because I watch
I
three
haven't done.
TikTok videos.
I
Probably
haven't. I
dating
haven't
themselves.
done it. I haven't done it only because I don't know if TikTok is still run by the Chinese government
Didn't they
thing.
sell it? They sold it.
Uh, I'm not sure. When it first came out, I got rid of it because of I'm not sure if you are familiar with the Canadians that have been imprisoned in China over the Chinese cell phone Huawei,
Oh,
something
I
like
heard a
that.
little bit about that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't watch it. Like I said, Candy said that they sold it, but that was the reason I had no part of it. So
It was right before the election because it was also
yeah,
kids. There was too many kids on there. Now you can't have kids on there. Kids cannot be on there unless they're in the background. They can't have their own channel anymore.
And I also
Oh,
heard that they don't like old ugly people on there.
Oh my God!
well,
Some of these people that I've seen, I don't even, I, I don't know where they come from. I really don't. I don't. I don't. There's a lot of strange people on there. I
oh,
just,
and
I
and I
don't know how
do
to
have to
describe it since
say,
I'm on your panel. I'm just gonna leave it there. There's just a lot of strange people.
I do have to say that if I hear Adam call my beloved nickname something about being a dog mod again, he is not going to be a happy man. Because I mean, I haven't bugged Adam. I'm not, a big fan or anything, and I've
Mhm.
tolerated him here and there, and I've seen him here and there. But it's time to let that go, Adam, because she hasn't even been around. So let it
Nickname, I
go.
only post good ones. I mean, but ones that are funny and crazy. I don't post normal ones because why would I post a normal one? I post the ones that you'd be like, oh my God, what the hell? This little girl walked into
Exactly.
her mom. I don't know if you saw that one yet. And she goes, I'm in trouble. And she goes, why are you in trouble? She goes, oh my God, I'm in trouble. And the little boy's crying. And he's crying. And she goes, well, what's wrong with you? I'm in bigger trouble. She's looking at her kids like, what the hell are you doing? She was filming a TikTok and she turned around. The little boy shaved the back of both of their heads. They turned around and they had no hair. I mean, there was no hair. I mean, the front looked like they had hair, but the kids just did it in the back. I don't know if they took turns. I don't know. They both said they were in trouble.
Goodness, I tell you.
Well, I never got the Adam Barta train. It just okay. Um,
You'd have to know Adam from back in the day, which I've known him almost 3 years.
okay.
And lately, all I found out is Adam's really hungry for money and he needs it really bad and he's doing whatever he can to do it and he doesn't care who he's going to hurt when he does it. That's what I
Well,
heard.
I
that you can say
Yeah,
that a lot about a lot of people.
yeah,
Well, I'm
yeah. I
saying
have
that
to
because
agree
I
with
know
that.
him, so I can judge myself on knowing him. You know what I mean? Because literally, I was part of this series that he did. You guys don't know about this, but I was
Oh
the
no.
very first series that he did, and I was the evil one, and I was the what was I called? God, nickname. What was I called? I was like the worst one, like the evil devil. That was like what was I called? But he started it with me, and I was on the top, and the nanny was way below me, and MT was like a little bit below me, and I can't remember the series name.
Hmm.
I can't remember it.
I
Nickname
that
it's not nickname's cup of tea, so she probably doesn't remember. You would have to know, Adam. God, what were we called? But literally, that was the first one. He should have had me on panel back in the day. That's where he would have got people on his panel. A lot of people.
Huh.
Because
I
sometimes I can fit in with anybody. Like literally, if I had to, like on a dime, I could fit in with anybody. It doesn't matter who they are because I don't hate anybody for anything. Like a lot of people have said that I have said racial slurs, this and that. I asked somebody about their drinking, and I was comparing them to my best friend. I don't know how that's a racial slur because she's a butt white little girl. You know what I mean? So I don't know how I'm like considered a white girl because I'm half Italian, half Norwegian. So like I don't know how that was racial, but they made it racial. And then and see like Red's mad I'm gone too. Everybody doesn't really know Red like I do. And Dizzy confirmed it before she died. It was weird as hell. She was typing me stuff about Red, and I said that the day that we had his or had her thing. Like we didn't really talk about Dizzy. We had a thing for Dizzy privately, you know. We were talking about Dizzy, and then we started talking about drama, and then we started talking about Dizzy. And Red Red was mad because Red liked my sense of humor because he gets high, so he understands my sense of humor. You know what I mean? And like some people don't get my sense of humor, but I don't like.
I do.
I know, but I'm just saying like I
Yeah.
and you cracked me up too, Kathy, because like when you first came, you can't bullshit a bullshitter like that. Like like I've already thrown all my cards out. You know, when you open your channel, you throw all your cards out like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I liked you after that, like really, because it's like, okay, well, it doesn't sound like she's gonna throw any bullshit thing that anybody else can understand as long as she's not Alana, because Alana keeps taking us around the block. But
Mm.
I don't know. Like he was mad because he said he didn't watch me, but he did because he fucking had a channel about me for a year and a half. Like it was about me. That's all it was about is me. And if anybody crossed over to the other side that he liked, then it was about me and then them. So, but he watched me because of how I said shit when I was high because he's high. So I guess he got it on the level that I was on. You know what I mean? Like some people don't get when I'm high. Like, why is she talking like that for? Because they're not high and they don't get it.
Right, because you were all one community at one time.
Well, I can run people around the block when I'm high, and I'm like, wait a minute, where the fuck am I? I know I went around the block, but come back. It's like, come back.
Grab the water.
I know AMB just wants me to come back. She'll get a channel. I have 2 other channels. I'm just not there. I'll have private live. We'll have to send
Yeah.
Kathy. We'll have to send Kathy the link and get her in there. Oh, I can put it on your channel.
Sure.
Yeah, it'll go on her channel because she's got a channel, so you can put it in the comment.
Yeah.
There you go.
And it'll say YouTube on there, so you'll know it's YouTube. It won't be shown anyway. I think it gets held for review, doesn't it?
Say again?
A link, I think, doesn't show. It gets held for review. Any links?
I think.
So it won't show. So then the word won't get out.
You got a Twitter?
I only have a Twitter that I'm going after Alana with.
Well, find me on Twitter and you can DM me.
Is your name like the same as this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have it private.
Yeah. So just let me know it's you and I'll add you.
Okay.
Lucy Lou, I think they might need a Fraggle hug.
We always need Fraggle hugs.
I wish we could get other people in there, but there's no way to get other people in there. So. Well, nicknames like, I just need you to go live. Because everybody's used to hearing my voice all the time, and then in Discord they don't hear my voice. You know what I mean? They just get my typing.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they get a voice text that they don't understand.
There we
There's
go.
Gonna be a new, there'll be a new thing that says Candy Talk 101. Interpret here.
Or you can just ask Denise, and Denise has got it down. Because I've got this one phone I have Discord on that I've always used Discord on. But now, have you noticed, Kate, when I'm using my tablet, it's correct?
Yes. Yeah, I can tell.
Hold on, I need some water. But when I'm on my phone, it's an old phone that I'm going to throw away. Actually, it stopped working. That's why I was using the tablet. And you have to figure out what the fuck I'm saying. You really have to figure it out. You can't understand me.
And you have to maybe read it a couple times, but then after you kind of go over it. And then if not, you just have to suck up and go, okay, I'm dumb today. I don't get it. So, and she understands. She understands.
Yeah, YouTubers definitely did not do their due diligence.
Oh, no, they haven't. And, you know.
The person they need to get rid of is Alana, because Alana attacks everyone.
Twice.
Sade, I just signed up for Instagram. I have nothing on it, just a name, and I just use it for DMs. You do the same thing.
God, I know, Sadie. We were trying to figure out how you get into Discord, because Discord is not like Twitter where everybody sees it. It's just a small group of people. Like, everybody in the Discord is really nice. You know what I mean? Like, everybody in this Discord, the pretzel Discord, is like really nice. It's like all the people that we're like talking about. Like, there's Nickname and me and Kate.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I was explaining earlier. Yeah, It's a rough place. There's like 12 of us in there, I think. Holy cow.
Um,
We're an
You
ornery
have to
bunch.
you have to record her on your dashboard on your channel. You can't just click report and have it go through. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, I just found out a lot of stuff. You have to open up your channel and go into your dashboard and click report that way because it's typing back and forth with them.
oh, really? I
Yeah.
did not know that.
No,
Okay.
I found out a lot of stuff. Like I found out a lot of stuff in Twitter. I've just been really busy. Like I've already sent a bunch of stuff to them and I haven't even had a chance to get back on my Twitter. I haven't gone on there in over a week. Or I would have told them if it was yes or no, like what
Yeah.
they said to me. I just haven't had a chance to get back to it. But yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I saw that Kate was up here and that you were doing the panel thing because I just
I'm
like
glad you showed up. I really am. I
well
was worried
I
about
just
you for a
don't.
while.
I mean, I don't even know why she made a channel on you. The only thing you're doing is like listening to her and giving an opinion on what you heard.
Yep.
But me, I do go bashing people, and I only bash people that bash me. If somebody hasn't bashed me, I'm not going to just bash them for no reason. Annie attacked me first. MT attacked me first.
Mm-hmm.
Van attacked me first. I've never attacked them.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never seen you go after them without cause. So
No, I only attack people that have attacked me and come after me. And see, people think that I just go attack people just because, like Alana. No, I don't. I don't. Like Red, I didn't even attack Red for like 3 months. I just ignored him. And then one of my mods said, Red's over here, Red's over here. He's talking about you. And finally I did. And then, oh, boy, that was a big old bar. I should have just shut my mouth and left it.
yeah, it's and I know that Bitter Tea likes to go out and spin the narrative that we hate her and that we're attacking her for no cause. And every time she says shit like that, I have to come in and counteract that because I don't hate her. I do wish her well.
I
I
don't
just
hate her either. She thinks all of
yeah,
us hate her. It's no, you attacked us all. You
yeah,
came after me a lot. Alana came after me in January. Like, I remember the date because she came after me in January.
yeah, yeah. But she's trying to spin the narrative that this is targeted harassment, and it is not. I don't respond to her until she starts putting out stuff. I
Well,
am just
also,
responding back. Yeah,
like, like the thing with Annie, like she came on my channel and wanted to go on my panel and everything when she was mad at Annie and MT. And then she hates me after that, and I didn't do anything to her. There's not one thing that anybody's going to find that I did to her or attacked her first. There's nothing. There's not a fucking thing because I didn't even know the bitch. All I know is she was calling me a lesbian and this and that. And she was calling me like all these kind of names. And I'm like, who is this
well, so
person?
what if you're a lesbian? It
I
shouldn't
know,
be
but
that.
she was
I
just
mean,
saying
she's
I'm a
your
lesbian.
daughter's gay.
Well, no, she was like, I'm a lesbian with this and that. And no, I was a special, what was it, a special ed lesbian? Like, I don't know. She was just, like, it was just really off the wall. Like, okay. And then I'm like, who is this person? And she's like, they're like, oh, well, she went over to Angie and MT and now they're mad at her. Now she wants to get in friends with people to this and that. And then she said MT made this video and it just went around in a bunch of circles. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
normally when I'm yelling at somebody, like Alana, I'm sorry, Alana knows that like when I'm high, I maybe might not make sense like the first time, but the second time when I tell it, it does make sense. And that's what bothered her because even though I'm high, I'm still making sense that what she does to me. Like I'm still making sense. I'm not just talking like her. Sometimes I might talk like her, but like I make sense. She doesn't make sense. Like in my head, the plan is coming in sense and she just goes backwards. Like every time I've tried to end the fight with her and I don't even know where the fights come from. Now I do. I know her. I know where they come from. They come out of nowhere. Like nowhere. Like her dog could do something wrong. Oh, I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to yell at a bunch of people because I'm pissed off that you peed on my floor. Like I don't even know what sets her off. I wish I did. And I tried to be nice to her. I let her on my panel. I let her talk in my room. But like everybody said, why does the Negs give her another chance? because he doesn't want the backlash. He'd rather have her in his room than get the fucking
Yeah,
backlash of her. It's the backlash you can't handle.
yeah, and then she's taking this acquiescence from Niggs and others as forgiveness.
Right.
Instead of just saying, "Oh my God, okay, as long as you behave yourself, you can comment in my chat." Is not necessarily a hand in friendship.
Right.
It's just sort of damping down the fire and hoping it's not going to set the forest alight.
Well, just
I
like that
could be
day she
wrong.
didn't want to walk no more. Remember, she couldn't walk anymore and she kept pushing the alarm button to her car. Like, somebody's trying to break in my car, and I'm like, girl, you're pushing the damn button. And then she says, oh, look, the homeless man over there. He's trying to get in the other car. Now he's going to come over here and I can't run because I keep fat. Like, I'll never forget that day. Oh, my God.
I think I'm so glad I missed that kind of.
No, no,
She
no,
was
Kate.
walking around
It
the
was
pond.
glorious. It was
Remember, she went
glorious.
from fucking one park bench to the next. She went from one park bench to
Oh,
the other
was
park
that?
bench and sat down. And then she kept pushing the button. And every time she got her breath, she'd push the button and go, oh my God, they're trying to break into my car. Gotta hurry up and get there. And she's tried really hard, and then she gets to the next bench.
Yeah,
And bless her heart, she needed to invest in a decent pair of shoes, too,
yeah.
You
because
know, Alana, you should have talked to me because I know how to train people. I could tell you what to do. You could do stuff in your house.
Well, I was telling her because literally, Kate, she was walking for 10 seconds and she would literally sit down for 5 minutes. And and she was complaining about her knee, which very well could have been paining her. But then she would get up, and I was kind of saying in my live the next day is don't do that. Go find a bench or a tree and just lean on it and take the weight off your knee.
exactly.
That
I know. I
way,
mean,
you're not up and down and aggravating whatever's wrong with her knee. If
You
right,
know,
indeed
she
there
exactly.
is
spends
one.
money on stupid
Yeah,
shit. She could
yeah,
buy one of those little leg things that you serve, like you're doing a
yeah. The
bike on
brace.
the side of the
Yeah,
bed, Alana. She
Well,
could.
and
Like there's
coming
a
from
little thing, and then you
experience,
could pick it up and put it on the table and do it with your arms.
I mean,
yeah.
And
Paid
yeah,
that'll get her
for this
some
walk.
breathing stuff, some cardio in and make you breathe.
right. Because I've had the same thing. I need a knee replacement. My arthritis is bone on bone in my left knee, and it's horrible. And interestingly enough, and I'm going to see if this happens because it's supposed to be, according to her, in the next couple months. Well, she just said she got cortisone. Well, I'm here to tell you, if they do
Cortisone.
any kind of knee procedure on her after just getting cortisone a few months before, she needs a new orthopedic because I'm here to tell you, I had to
Well,
make
she's
a big decision. They won't do surgery on you after you've had a cortisone shot for 8 months.
yeah.
And I thought that was weird. And I came home and looked because I thought my orthopedic was lying to me for some reason. I'm like, why can't I have this done? I had to decide, am I going to hurt so badly I can't even function? Or am I going to go ahead and take the cortisone shot and wait the 8 months? My insurance company's duking with me about it anyways. They want you to follow certain protocols before they go ahead and do the
Tell
replacement.
them it's
So
Corona and to change the rules. It's
yeah,
Corona rules.
it is. And so, but they're not going to, but I came home and I Dr. Googled it, and sure enough, there's more of a risk of infection for some reason from the cortisone. I thought that was just very odd. But I was like, okay, fine. So yeah, I'm not even looking at it because I just got my cortisone injection the 5th of April. And he's even going to say, you know what, if it's that bad, which I was amazed, there is a new product out that they can put in there. It's either like an extended release type of cortisone, when they have like the new gel therapy stuff that they can try on you first as well. And it's expensive. So, the insurance company sometimes will just go, okay, nope, just do the replacement. So we'll see which one they pick. But yeah. And she said that they gave her pain medication. My doctor, when I asked him for pain medication, when I live in a tri-level. So I have stairs all around me. There's no way I can get away from it. So, I have to go upstairs a certain way, and it's funny, and I get made fun of. And, my husband's a huge practical joker, and he's just so mean sometimes. But, I can't,
Well, then you
I'm
should
very,
be on
very slow.
TikTok. You'll make a lot of money.
Yeah. So it's just, there's certain protocols. My doctor, when I asked him for pain medication, he looked at me and he goes, "No." He goes, "Take some Advil." I'm like, "Advil sucks. Don't make me take Advil. Come on." And he guy's like, "No." He goes, "You'll be okay. Take the Advil, ice, elevate. You know the drill. Get the knee brace we want you to get." But I recently almost cut my finger off, and the
Ooh.
doctor told me to go home and take Tylenol. And I'm like,
I like your doctor.
Excuse me? I'm like, "Can I take Advil?" Well, your pressure was a little high. I'm like, "Well, you think? I just got 8 stitches in my finger that almost cut my fingertip off. So, yeah, my pressure's going to be just a smidge high." And plus, it doesn't matter to me. I have a really bad back, which I'm suffering with right now. Sadly enough, it is what it is. But I have muscle relaxers to take, in which I would prefer those because pain medication gives me a headache. I don't know why. So I tend not to take that very much. If I have to, I really will. But I get a rebound migraine off of it, so I pick and choose very carefully. That's why I like my vape pen. So that works wonders. So I try to do that instead. But so no, they're not accommodating for you, and especially if you even have any kind of heart issues or something. My husband is a heart attack survivor. When his doctor looks at him, and he's like, "You got to be very, very careful with what you take." So no, they're not going to give you pain medication for anything these days.
She lies all the time. She makes up shit. So everything she says, we should just ignore her because it's all made up.
Well, that's what I do. And the weird thing, Candy, is to her, I almost think she believes some of the stuff that she says.
She does.
I really do.
She does.
For sure.
She does.
And that's what
She's
makes
so
it even
convinced.
more
That's why she goes live. She's like, "Okay, I'm right, and goes live and tells you she's right. But I don't think she really knows what's going on half the time.
It's crazy.
And when she's throwing out accusations, she's actually just what she's confessing.
She's talking about herself.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I've noticed that too, Kathy. Yeah, she really is. She's talking about herself, and it is to me. I just want the old days back. I want to go back to October 1st of last year and just kind of smooth on through.
And just have fun with no cares in the world.
I heard no about Yava earlier.
Oh.
Yeah. I've known her for so long, God, when she used to be on the other side of the block.
Really?
Well, yeah, she was like, she hung around with a bunch of people, but she doesn't hang with them anymore. Like, she used to hang with MSW, and they were best friends. They MSW will always say, "Throw Yaba out."
I knew there was a big fight.
Well, if you go back, I don't know if Katie has them up. There's a lot of lives from back in the day because Diane. Do you know Diane?
I've heard of her.
She's the one that stole money from St. Jude.
Yes, I remember.
Do you know who Laura is? The one that Neg's talking about?
Yeah, Laura Perplexed or Life.
Yeah, I know all them because they came into the communities that I was already in. Listen, I took nickname in a room and I told her about how many people. She's like, "You know a lot of people." I'm like, "This person has this wrong with them and this person's this." I was sitting there lurking in a room. She goes, "Go in there and talk to them." I'm like, "Oh my God, I want to say hi." Literally, I was telling her, I was in, whose room was I in? I'm not going to say because then the trolls will go. I mean, I don't know how many people I told her about. I was typing and telling her about everybody in the room. And it's only because that's the communities that I started in. Then I went over to the Charlie Chill side. Then I kind of intertwined back in here. But I still know all the people that since I went to the community from the beginning.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that Katie's like upset because she really loves Yaba.
Yeah. And I came across Yaba only through Angie Lee and
Oh yeah, because of
that
the
panel.
rowing.
Yeah, with Peanut, and that's how I got to know. And then that weird obsession Angie had with Amy's life journey, and then the big fight with Yaba, and there was a back and forth with that. That's how my Angie got on my radar. It was just weird.
Oh, Perfect Storm is, I think, the first video I saw about her, and then I watched some more of them, and I was like, see, and Nickname and I were kind of going, yep, look, see, we were
I
right.
think the reason
Get
why
my
I
cards
found her,
right.
when did I find her? Oh, I was doing Amy videos,
Yeah.
like the Amy life journey videos, and that's how I saw Angie because she was Amy
Doing
was
those with
talking about Angie.
yeah.
Well, she did one about Annie one time, that right in the very beginning, and I'm not sure if Annie didn't like her blouse or whatever. Who knows? God knows whatever it was something stupid. And she went after Annie, and everybody was over there just kind of checking it out. And I was like, well, this is kind of weird. And the next thing I know, Red's talking about her. I'm like, oh no, please don't tell me it's the same one. Please, please, please. I said, no. I said,
Hey,
this
Nickname, I
one?
need to ask you a question. Now,
Uh-oh.
Nickname, when I went into Isaac's room and said hello to all those people, do you think that I was lying that I knew them and I was clout chasing, or do you think I really knew them and I knew about them for maybe 3 to 4 years before that? Go ahead, tell me. Because remember when Annie went in there and they were all like, Annie's team, Candy's getting all this clout. She's saying she knows all these people. And I said hello to everybody that I knew in the room because I hadn't seen them in a year or so because I started my channel. We were on the other side of the block. And everybody's like, oh my God, you're saying hello to people just because you want. I'm like, no, I know these people. But Nick and me saw the other night that everybody that came in the room, I'm like, oh, there's that person there, and she came from this community. But like a lot of, like when Laura and Diane and all those people broke up, then all these other channels branch off. There's like 20 channels that branched off of them, and I know all those people, so it's like really hard to like. I just had to stop watching people for right now.
Yeah, I don't blame you. There's, I've peeked in on some of the newer people that the names have been brought up, and I just kind of wanted to see, what they were about and what they looked like and that kind of stuff. And that was all cool. I haven't seen anybody that I just don't like or anything. It's all good. But,
well, I lost my stuff with my channel. Remember all the stubs? I'm like, oh my God.
I know.
I had to go back and find everybody.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find people now.
It really is. It really is. You just have to be really careful now. It's
That's
like
true,
like I
Captain.
lurk a lot. And gotta
Well,
keep safe.
Anymore I do too. At some of the old stomping grounds, yeah, I do peek from time to time. Some of them, they all think I sit and watch just every, like I said, I can't hold open more than one chat at a time. I just can't do it. Not really. If I have to go back and forth, I have to go back and forth. I'll tell you, one time it was so funny, and this was years and years ago at another chat. We were talking, and we weren't in Discord. We were on Messenger, but we're going back and forth so many times. I forgot where I was, and I posted the actual comment in the live stream. I'm like, oh shit. And I deleted it real quick. I retracted it. I'm asking my girlfriend, oh my God, did you read that? She's like, no, you deleted it too quick. I'm like, oh, thank God. So I can't hold open more than one at a time. I don't know. My husband looks at me all the time and he shakes his head and he goes, you run this house, you help run this business, you do all this other stuff, but yet you can't multitask on YouTube. And I'm like, don't throw insults at me, mister.
Well, that doesn't, your work and your housework doesn't include drama. YouTube does. That's an extra. That's extra.
So I just have to be really careful. When at first we had a couple different, it's not different Discords, people. It's just different rooms in each Discord. I'm getting confused about what room I'm typing in. It's like, oh my God.
That could be, yeah. See, that's the difference with having multiple accounts too, because sometimes you'll forget who you're typing under.
Oh, the old trolling days, huh, Kathy?
Uh-huh.
Uh,
My old trolling days. So no, that was fun. That's when trolling was fun and it wasn't mean
Absolutely. You know what?
spirited.
Because I can relate, Kathy, because a friend of mine, some people are going to know her. Candy knows who she is. She went by the name of Soggy Bottom Girls, and
Yeah.
sadly, I knew Soggy for years and years, and actually, it was Soggy that brought me to this community,
Uh-huh.
and so she was a character and a half, but she is no longer with us. It was a shock. I'm still very sad about it. All I know though is she's up there,
Oh
and
my God,
another.
did you go to oh my God, Trisha's room the other day when I said this lady that's calling in sounds exactly like her. The same
That's what I
sarcasm, the same voice, everything. If you look at that, go back to that date and find that video. Her
I
name is Robin. Was it
I
Robin?
will.
Wait, I don't know if it's Robin or the good Karen with the bad, but there's two ladies that keep calling in Trisha's, and I was gonna call in Trisha's, but I didn't because I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to call. I was gonna call her and tell her something,
Right.
but I'd rather go like on her panel and not go on her panel, but tell her something in privately. You know what I mean?
Right. And we had fun back in the day when like when Kathy said it was fun. And I met
Yeah.
some of these people when April the giraffe was having her baby. And that animal adventure part, the legitimate place, I mean you would go blind in 2 seconds. That chat would fly so fast. And so you could put one little thing in there and it would be gone. So I went in one day but there all these other clone accounts were coming up of that chat. And I started talking in a chat one time and I thought it was the animal adventure chat, and it wasn't. It was some other clone account that still had like 30 or 40 people in it talking. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking, uh-oh. And I saw some other comments and I was like, well, nice to know you guys, but I think I stepped through the wrong door. And they were like, oh no, Kate, stay. And I'm like, well, okay. And I did, and I stayed. And we had so much fun. It was shade right and left, and it was a challenge to go make fake accounts. And this is back at the time that you have to remember that you can change your account whenever. You used to have to wait 90 days. You had to be very
Yeah.
careful about what accounts you were using. But we would come in and we would just have fun, and we would tease each other, and it was just a whole goof show. It really was. But that's when it was fun. And that's what it was meant to be, was fun. And you didn't troll your friends. Why would you go troll your friends? I mean, I see
Yeah.
these people now that they troll their friends. They don't admit that they troll their friends. And I think a lot of them don't think that we know that, but they do. They troll their friends. And it's just like,
Well,
really?
we
I
lost
said,
Candy.
it's comical. So,
Yeah. Um, my trolling days were back on the IMDb message boards before they were removed from all the trolls.
right.
It was glorious. It was glorious. I had the best time there. I'm in fact friends on Facebook with a great many of those people I met over there. And we when they closed down the message boards, we all sort of migrated to Facebook. I don't post there anymore. Um, I go and check once in a while and say hi to some people, but I don't do anything over there anymore. But I sure missed the good old days. And I had my first stalker. Um, his name was Louis, and he was from Texas. He was
Hey.
okay. Now listen to this. Um, my tolerance for bullshit is a thin line. So once I caught on to this, he would delete his account, start another account out, pretend he was somebody new, and I finally had it up to here with him, and I wrote him a very long DM and just basically said fuck off, and I get a phone call. I get a phone call from the RCMP, and it's a young constable, female constable. And she says, so and so. And I said, yes. And she says, I got a call from Texas. And I kind of went, what? And she was going, yeah, from this guy named Louis Garcia. I'll say it because it's a very common name. And and then she starts to laugh. And because I was going, this guy's an internet thing. And she starts laughing. This is back in 2003. So the internet was still pretty, pretty new. And she said, no, she said, he basically phoned to tell me you were mean to him. And she said, and I said, do I have to do anything? She said, no, I didn't even make a report. She says, but I am obligated to phone and let you know what's going on. And she hung up, and I went, there you go. That was my stalker story.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So Louis Garcia from Hill Country in Texas or whatever, I can't remember. San Antonio, I think it was. There you go. So that was my experience, but it was fun though. It was fun. We all had fun with Louis.
Oh, there's always got to be one. I mean, we kind of had one too, and um, you know, like I said, we were just having some fun when somebody comes in, and I'm notorious. I will call everybody love and honey and sweetie and all other stuff, and that's just me. And we had some people take some of that kind of stuff a little bit wrong, and it's like, well, no, that's awfully sweet of you, but no. And they just sometimes didn't take no for an answer, and it kind of got a little bit weird. So
Yeah.
but it was what it was, and it was a big, I'd been from that community from the very beginning, so it was like, yeah, no, we're all good, and they knew to let that go, and we were all protected there, so it didn't matter. So it was all good. I was a mod anyway, so it didn't matter. But so yeah, sometimes people got a little bit carried away, and we ended up just kind of having fun with them sometimes.
Yeah.
Did Candy kick herself off, or did she have to go?
I don't know. She kicked herself off. I didn't kick her off, I promise.
Well, I know you wouldn't kick her off, no.
So I don't know. Maybe she ran out of her charge went down. I don't know what she was using.
That's possible. Maybe she had a phone call or something she had to get to.
Something like that. We'll give her a few more minutes. And so yeah,
because it was. I mean, a lot of people been really glad to see her. I know me for one, and it's like Nickname said it earlier. I mean, it's we do get to talk to her often in Discord and stuff, but it's something about the Candy voice, the Candy laugh. So we'd miss that part of it. So definitely.
Yeah. For sure. But I wanted to touch on French Fried Girl. It was a bit of the chat further up. I think she shot herself in her foot. And somebody had mentioned, geez, I wish I'd make notes myself.
Candy needs the link, Kathy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, she what?
She needs the link.
Oh.
Okay, it was probably so far back in the chat that
she couldn't find it again. Yeah, so
thanks,
somebody said she just doesn't do lives very well. She doesn't.
Yeah.
I think she was too much of a troll. She was a troll that got successful and didn't know how to handle it.
Right.
Hi, Mans. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out. Did it go through?
I see something there. There's something in the chat, so we'll find out if she pops up.
Okay, I'll do it again. I couldn't see it. Oh, okay. Okay, Lucy. Don't forget to wash your hands.
Yeah.
So French Fry Girl. I guess karma. That's the big karma.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. That was a fun last night, that's for sure. I'm trying to find that comment that piqued my... It's probably too far back now. Candy, I posted the link twice. Where are you? Oh well. Ah, man, so I wet the bed, not in a literal sense. Okay, keep the world's karma though. Uh, everybody's saying man. I just want to see if I missed anybody asking a question. No, so some people in here I forgot to say hello to. The Kosh file. Am I saying that right? Case file. Let me know if I said it wrong. And somebody else. I'm such a bad hostess.
Oh
The
no,
Daily
didn't
Shaver.
you like misplace your glasses?
I sat on them.
Oh gosh, Kathy, oh no.
I so when I have to read the chat, I'm all of a sudden 2 or 3 inches from the screen.
And it's funny, I learned ages ago, and I still get teased, from siblings. They were like, "What do you want for your birthday?" I'm like, "Reading glasses." And they're like, "Oh, stop, Kate, you're so funny." I'm like, "No, seriously, give me reading glasses." Now I have them all over the house. I mean, because
that's
I
what
read them, sit on them, I do whatever. So I got them. They're stashed everywhere. Good Lord.
I got to do that because I usually buy them just from the dollar store because I know I lose them. I'm not going to invest a whole lot of money in something I'm just going to sit on.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of me. Like I find it still kind of anxiety inducing to leave and go to a mall with people that I don't know how. So I have to build up to it. I have to go, put your shoes and socks on. It's like a 15-minute walk from my house. It's a nice little stroll to get fresh air. But there's
there you go.
Out there.
I like to stroll through the mall and just kind of check things out and people watch a little bit, and I don't care if I go in the stores or not, just to kind of walk around and see what there is to see, and sit down, center of the mall, and people watch.
Juice, yeah, and people watch, and then I go home. Mind you, I like to go through the dollar stores, so don't buy much. I like to go through them anyway.
Gosh,
okay, latest
I don't know.
From Candy is coming back. I think something about a router, and no, I'm not Candy. Okay, something's wrong with her router. Okay.
Oh, I bet she has to restart everything. That happens, I think, sometimes.
I think that's yeah, that's okay.
And Krista, what are the sandals made out of that the kitty's going after?
Leather. Cats like leather purses and shoes.
Yep, they sure do. And I have one though that I wear. I have to, good Lord, I have a plethora of issues. I worked my Achilles tendon so bad one time I almost ruptured my Achilles tendon. So my doctor is just like, when you feel pain, I get the pain lecture. Pain is a sign that something's wrong. I'm like, well, duh. But I always think I'm going to throw some Advil at it. It's going to be good in a week or so, and life goes on. If I stopped every time I was in pain, I'd never go anywhere. So, but I worked it a little too much there, and now I'm not even supposed to go barefoot because they said it's really bad the way your foot plants to the earth. I'm like, well, I thought natural was supposed to be best. So, evidently it's not. So the only kind of good sandals I can wear anymore are fit flops. So.
Oh, there you go.
They're decent.
I was just looking at Krista. She's saying they're Birkenstock and leather. That's why your cat's at them. Yeah.
Yeah. The leather feels good on their teeth, probably. And the Birkenstock kind of has a corky footbed, if I'm remembering that correctly. And it could just be, yes, Krista, they like your feet funk. Who knows? I mean, my kitten, we have to dump our shoes every morning because my kitten, one of his favorite things to play with is a peanut in the shell.
Oh,
Is it
for
the
heaven's sake.
Yeah, and he fetches it. He'll pick it up and carry it and bring it to me. And it's like, okay. So bless his little heart, but he likes to deposit his peanuts in our shoes. So we go to put our shoe on. I'm like trying to get my shoe on the other day, and I'm like, what
What the
is
hell?
in here? And I dump it out, and there's a peanut in my shoe. And my husband's like, hey, I just found a peanut in my boot the other day. And I looked over, and sure enough, this little kitten had his whole half of his body in my husband's boot, just laying in there. And I'm like, goodness my.
I had a childhood dog, um, part terrier, part poodle, that would go and pick peas off the vine in the garden and shell them and eat the peas inside and leave the pod. So we
Yes.
would go out. Yeah, smart dog, smart. We've always had very smart dogs. We were so lucky that my mother would come out to pick peas and find a bunch of pods strewn about the dog.
And they are animals. They are so goofy. I mean, I've enjoyed being a pet sitter, because it's kind of nice too. I can have my fill of animals and not bring them home with me. My husband's happy about that too. He's like, hey, you can have them and play with them over there, and we have ours and they're over there, so that's all good. And but yeah, it's wonderful as I've cared for just about everything, and so I enjoy doing it. That's what it's meant to be.
I don't know if I could. I often thought I'd like to foster dogs, and I thought I could never give them back. I just couldn't.
Same here, because I know a lot of people are like, and I would do it because, and especially with with baby animals, if they don't have people to raise them up when they're babies like that with no mama, it's not a good happy ending for them. So I always pulls at my heartstrings. But then I'm like you, Kathy. I'd be like, I would never be able to give it back. I'd be like, no, I'll just keep this one, and I would be the crazy cat lady with 5,000 cats. I would.
My favorite stereotype of a cat lady is the Simpsons. They had that crazy woman throwing cats at everybody.
Yes, I seriously would be. I would have it all. I mean,
that's my favorite. No, I would just, I would have fantasies about living on a acreage and sort of just having a last stop retirement home for unwanted old dogs to just give them a safe place to be old and die,
right.
But all of them around the fireplace eating their bones. Of course, they'd all be stealing the bones, but it's my fantasy.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I feel so bad because it's the old dogs that don't get adopted and are put down, and it just makes me so sad.
Yeah, it does me too. I mean, and to get an animal that had a disability or something, that they otherwise wouldn't have made it. Because I subbed all the little YouTube streams that do like the tiny kittens and all those, and oh my gosh, my husband came in one time. This is a while back. I'm just a ball, and he's like, "What happened?" I said that my favorite kittens got adopted and they're going home. And he's like, honey, that's a good thing, remember? He goes, maybe it's time for you to log off. It's like, thanks. Oh,
like,
no.
I caught my brother-in-law. He's not an animal person, but I was over visiting my sister and my brother-in-law, and with my dog. And I was in the living room with my sister yapping away. Noticed my Lucy was not beside me, so I went looking for her because she often gets into trouble. And there she is, sitting at attention beside my brother-in-law, and he's cutting stewing meat for and all of a sudden this little piece of meat would accidentally on purpose fall on the floor. That's my dog. Aha! I say, you really do like my dog. So anyway, it sounds like Candy's not coming back because of router trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we've been here almost 3 hours, and
Oh
my
my.
butt hurts.
I can
So
imagine, honey. Thank you for hosting. That was so
oh
sweet. We
hey,
really
we did.
appreciate it.
Let's do it again. It was so much fun, you guys.
Oh,
Thank you for all showing
absolutely.
up, everybody. And we'll do this again real soon. And
Yes,
Candy, you're
hugs
welcome back.
everybody.
Yeah. So we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.